But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset, that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends and let us have some good time together. Before we start our topic today, which is we worship Allah and we kiss stones to worship him, which is a clear indication that this God is a pagan God and whoever worshiping him is a pagan too. But before we go there, we have some comments we need to answer. You know, always the Muslims, the Muhammadans, they cannot answer anything. Like when we make a video, you will see the comments of the Muhammadan have nothing to do with the video. And this is telling you that they cannot even comment about it. They don't even dare, because they knew we are saying the truth. And this is exactly what happened in every video we make. Comments have nothing to do with the topic. Why? Because they are Muhammadans. They cannot answer. Have you ever hear somebody, he's a Muhammadan, he can answer anything? I never saw one. The only way they can answer is either by, you know, not giving answer. Like if you are debating someone like Shabir Ali, you ask him a question, he say, some they say, and some they say, what do you say? He will never give us an answer because they have no answer. So before we start our topic, let us go and see some of the Abduls who trying their best to prove us wrong. And I hope my microphone is coming good. This time, if we have a bad sound, that's it. I'm going to buy a new microphone. Actually, there's one of you, very nice person. He went in Patreon and he sent me email saying, this is the money I'm donating for you to buy a microphone. I told him, cancel your donation. I will fix it. You know, because I can tell the person he is donating $5 usually, which is, you know, I mean, obviously he don't have money to donate much. You know, I'm very grateful for, you know, those people. Yet he decided to donate for the microphone. So I told him, cancel it. Let us see if I can fix it. Then we go from there. So now we will see this Abdul comment. And again, thank you for the person who offered the donation to buy the microphone. Today, if we have a problem, then I'm going to buy one. What I can do. I mean, this is just almost 20-year-old microphone. So we have Abdul here, his name. He called himself Truth. And he is saying, this is posted by Mr. Muhammad Fuda. You remind me of Fuda, the one who made a lot of fun about the Quran. But anyway, he says, what, Jesus really sinless? You know, the question here, if Jesus was not sinless, that's mean you stupid Quran. It's a stupid Quran. I mean, here you see how the Muslim, even before you start, do you Muhammadan think for a second? Before you make a comment? You don't, because you are desperate to fight Christianity. So look at the title. Was really Jesus? Was Jesus really sinless? So chapter 19, verse 19 in the Quran was false then, because that verse in the Quran says Jesus, yes, was sinless. Do you see the stupidity? I mean, can you go farther in stupidity than this? They are even going against their own book. I never heard, but obviously the one who wrote this comment, he is a certified idiot, like he's a prophet. He do not know his book. And this is the why they don't dare to debate me, because they do not know their books. If we go to the yellow pages of Muhammad, and we will, you know, we will find what the Quran says about supposedly Jesus, which is supposedly Isa, but we don't know really who is Isa. But Muslim, they say this is Jesus. Okay, okay, well, we will go with it for now, at least. At least here we will find how Islam is a stupid, made by a stupid, given by a stupid, and you know, given back to us by a stupid. Because the stupid one who is trying to prove that Jesus was not sinless, obviously he did not ever read the Quran. This is chapter 19, verse number 19, says, I announced thee the gift of a holy son. So are you worth even to continue to refute your stupid comment? And not to mention what your prophet said about Jesus, that he is the word of Allah and he is the spirit of Allah. Are you saying to me the spirit of Allah is sinner? Are you saying to me the word of Allah is sinner? And not to forget to mention too, that the Quran mentioned that Muhammad is sinner, big time. And not only this, Allah is not sure. Allah is asking other Allah, saying to Allah, may Allah forgive your sin, Muhammad. And the Muslim try to fix it. They say fault. You change the translator right away, you will see it says sin. Actually, you do not need to change the translator. You can copy the text in Arabic, take it to Google, Prophet Google, peace be upon him, and you will see right away the word dhanb. Dhanb means sin. But because it's an embarrassment that Jesus is holy, Muhammad is a sinner, and Allah is saying to other Allah, may Allah forgive your sin. You change the translator, you will see a miracle will happen. Right away we'll see that Muhammad is a sinner. Here we go. We did not change the Quran, we just changed the translator, and both of them, they are Muslims. All right? So listen, that Allah may forgive your sin. Have you ever heard of a God? He say that Allah may forgive your sin. So who are you then? Here, the author of the Quran, he forgot to switch the switch. He's a stupid. And that is Muhammad. Because here, Muhammad is saying to Allah, may Allah forgive your sin, but he forgot that the one is talking supposedly is Allah. So how in the word Allah says, may Allah forgive your sin? This is why the Chinese, they said, he left as a donkey, never came back as a horse. What we can say. So I hope that Abdul, who made the post in the comment section, is watching. And now let us continue. Jesus was a liar. Well, why? Chapter 7, verse number 8 and 10. Okay, what happened there? Jesus said, I'm not going to go to the feast. And later he went. You idiot. It says there. You see? I wish this coward there to call me in Skype. We will open Skype later and we challenge him. You see? The Muslims are desperate. And how we can prove to you that Jesus is bad? This is the whole point, right? And this is proving to you that Islam is an antichrist. Because why Muslims are trying to prove that Jesus is bad? Because Islam is an antichrist, and they are antichrist people. In the appearance, they say, we respect Christ, so we believe that he's a prophet. But here we go. If we go to John 7, 8, and 10, you will see that Jesus nowhere he did lie. First it says, I'm not going to go to the feast, right? And then supposedly, this is what he meant. He went to the feast. Well, before we go and answer about the verse, isn't it your God Allah? He says, Allah forgive not those who associate with him. Okay, well, all of them, they for associate with him, and they will go to heaven. Even Muhammad, he is a person who associate with Allah. Isn't it him who prayed to the Lat and Al-Uzza and he bowed down to it? Allah forgive not. Right? Okay. So Allah he forgive not, but Allah he forgive. The Muslim, they will say to you, you are taking it out of context. No, it says I forgive not those who associate with him. So when somebody was a Christian and he became a Muslim, so do Allah forgive him? They will say no, because now he repent, so we can, he changes religion. So Allah he forgive him. Okay, forget about this then. What about the chapter of Al-Kafirun, where Allah he says, I worship not what you worship, and you will not worship what I worship, and later all of them they became Muslims. Do Allah make mistakes? Was he stupid when he says, I worship not what you worship? So the Muhammadan who they are desperate, and we will go and read the verses in the Bible so we can laugh together at the claim. This is the chapter of Al-Kafirun. And the funny, they quote the chapter. I mean, it's not even the title of and you see the Muslim translation here, they put a lot of things is not there. It's 3 words. Look, 3 words became this. It's 3 words. You change the translator again, you will find a new Quran. Muslims, Islam, a fraud. It's a 3 words. Say, O Prophet, okay. Oh, you who disbeliever, okay. I don't worship that who you worship, okay. Nor you do worship what I worship, okay. I will never worship what you worship, but later he bowed down to Allah Al-Uzza after he claimed to be a prophet. And nor you will ever worship what I worship, but all of them later became Muslims. This is what you call a prophet? Is that a prophecy from Allah that you will never worship what he worship? And later all of those he spoke to them, they became Muslims. All of them. What a stupid religion. If you go to John chapter 10, chapter 7, and you read the verses he's talking about, this is a proof again that Jesus is the mighty, powerful God. Why? Because he can appear as he wish, and he can disappear as he wish. So when he went to the festival, he did not go and appear in the beginning, but then he appeared in the temple and he started teaching. So Jesus, he did not say, I'm not going to go there at all. He says, I'm not going to the festival or to the feast. And then he went privately. It's the same as God when he sees us in our private room. He is not coming to our house, but he is there. And if this is a lie, well, that is a stupid of you. And then you will see Jesus. He appeared in the temple, and the Jews, they were looking for him. And this is why Jesus said to them, I'm not going there, because now they are looking for him. And then finally, Jesus, he appeared to them in the temple, and he started teaching. And then they said, who is this person who he never studied, which means he is not a rabbi, never learned, how he can teach, where his teaching is coming from? So when a Muslim, he tried to make Jesus look like a bad person, he have to fabricate a story and come with something is not there. And the question is, why the Christians, they never saw that Jesus lying here? Christians are blind. The Muslims, who they are respecting Jesus, they are discovering that Jesus is a liar. My friend, the liar is the one who says to you that there is a prophet will come after me, his name is Ahmed. And then you idiot, you come to us with a prophet, his name is Muhammad. Isn't it? This is Isa in the Quran. He said to you, or sorry, to his people after him, that there is a messenger will come after me, his name is Ahmed. And what is the name of your prophet? You will say Muhammad. Well, is Ahmad is the same as Muhammad? Was Muhammad mistaken with the name? You will say, oh, to me, my prophet have many names. Well, obviously then Ahmad and Muhammad are not the true names of Muhammad. His true name is Qatham. So if Isa, he said, there is a prophet will come after me, his name is Ahmad, then his name should be Ahmad, not a similar name or close by the meaning. There's a huge difference between the two names. Did Isa lie here? This is the question we leave to the Muhammadan, and as usual, they will never give an answer, for anything, right? And as usual, the Muhammadan, they don't accept that the Bible was by thousands of witnesses, but they accept the Quran by no witness. Even Muhammad is not a witness. When Jesus, he said this phrase, was Muhammad there? No. Which book says this before Muhammad? Nobody. Can you find me one book it says that there is a prophet who will come after him, his name is Ahmad? Nowhere. The Muslim, badly, they look in the Old Testament and they say Ahmad Didat Muhammadim, the praised one. The praised one. Actually, that name alone is a proving that Muhammad is a fraud, because if you call yourself the praised one, you announce yourself to be God. For no one to be praised save God. There is no human being, he believes in true God, he will say, I am the praised one. Because the praised one must be God and God only. But Muhammad wanted to replace Jesus. He wanted to be God. This is why he said, I am the eraser. I want to erase Judaism. I want to erase Christianity. And I am Muhammad. And actually he said in the Hadith, that he have many names. If you read them, you will die laughing. And you will see that there is nothing but satanic. Let us see what Muhammad he said about his names. He said, I have 5 names. You have what? You have 5 names. Okay. I am Muhammad. I am Ahmad. I am Al-Mahi, the effacer, by whom Allah effaced kufr. I am Al-Hashir. But by saying that, he is Allah. Because the one who do gather people in the day of judgment is Allah, supposedly. If you go and recite the 99 names of the false God Allah, you will see that one of them is Al-Hashir. What a stupid prophet. He just claimed to be God. Do we have any Muslim in the comment? You want to tell us why Muhammad is saying he is Al-Hashir, why he is God? Any Muhammadan? I'm trying to find some Muhammadan here. Who is the one who's going to gather people in the day of judgment? Allah or Muhammad? You see here their translation saying the one who gather. This is not this false translation. Al-Hashir, simply, Hashir is not only gathering people. Like you will put them in the top of, like it's going to be very crowded. This is in the day of judgment where every dead person come from the grave. Is really Muhammad is the one who will gather people in the day of judgment? He is dead like everybody. Stupid religion. Following a false man. Then this guy, he continued desperately. Let us continue with his comment so we can laugh more. And then he says he abused an Arab woman. First of all, she is not an Arab, she is an Aramaic, and you are a potato like your prophet. Aramaic are not Arab, and Arab are not Aramaic. Same time, in Matthew 15, he did not abuse her. You are a coward liar like your prophet. He blessed her, and he did miracle for her. A miracle nobody can do. So you are a liar, and you have to admit to be a liar like your prophet. He cursed the fig tree. So what's the problem? Here, actually, Jesus is proving to us who is he. If Jesus cursed the fig tree, Allah swear by the fig tree. The fig tree is a tree, symbolic for sin. And the reason Jesus, he gave the fig tree the curse, he wanted to show his disciple that I'm not accepting from you any excuse to say it's not my time yet to do the work for God. It's not my season. You cannot say that to God. There's no season for you. So Jesus, when he cursed the fig tree, the fig tree died. Allah said to Muhammad, read it 3 times. Still Muhammad cannot read. Do you see the difference in power? So when you admit that Jesus, he cursed the fig tree, why you don't tell what happened after that? He cursed the fig tree, and the fig tree died right away. Can you kill a tree by cursing it? You cannot. Then Jesus despised his mother. You see here, all the verses they are posting for us, John 2, 4, 5, proving to us again that those people are a bunch of fool. Because aren't you Muslims saying to us, what is the proof that Jesus is God? Aren't you? Everything you are posting for us here, proving that Jesus is God. And why you don't dare to show us how Jesus despised his mother? How? She asked him for a miracle nobody can do. He turned the water into a wine. But look how Jesus, he speak to his mother. And by the way, you can use a translation you Muslims you like. I'm using translation Muslim like. It's called ESV. This is a translation Zakir Naik like to use. Supposedly this will side with the Muhammadan. So here you will see the story. He mentioned here actually in John 2. Sorry, John 2. Let's go to John 2. John 2, 4, 5. And Jesus said to her, women, you see, if Jesus is a person like any of us, he will call her mother. But for he is the God of Mary, he called her women. What does this have to do with me? But yet, because he loved Mary, he did what she asked for. Even yet, it is not his time. This is not what I'm here for. What does this have to do with me? But here you will notice that Mary, she is so sure that Jesus the Christ is the Almighty God who can transform water into wine. She did not ask her son, can you carry some water with them? Can you help them in serving the food? Can you help them? She is asking him, we have a lot of water. Make it wine. So the Muhammadan, he found that this is a person, he despised his mother by making a miracle nobody can do. I would love that to do that to my mother if I can. In the same time, You're a prophet, the potato Muhammad. He called his mother Najis. And he called his father Najis. Isn't it the Quran says in chapter 9, verse number 28? وَإِنَّمَا الْمُشْرِكُونَ نَجِسٌ. Those who they are not believing in the oneness of Allah, or Allah, they are najis, which means filthy. That is his father and his mother. This is why when Muhammad he asked Allah to forgive his mother and his father, Allah refused. This is why Muhammad he says to Muhammadan, Abi wa abuka fin nar, my father and your father in fire. Because he is a son of a pagan family, like he is still actually. Nothing changed. And he confirmed that my father and your father is in hellfire. And here you will notice that Jesus, the pure person, is born from a pure woman. The Quran describes her as a pure woman. When Muhammad he is born of a woman, she is najis, according to Muhammad description. How desperate the Muhammadan are to find that this is a problem for them, that Jesus he despise his mother, when the fact he did for her what nobody can do. And then he continued, Jesus called people blind fool. Here you see, I'm not going to continue with the stupid idiot. You see, just to show you how stupid those people are. Well, if Jesus he called people blind and fool, that will make him a bad person. Let us go to the stupid Quran, Abdul. Remember, brother, Jesus he called people fool. Brother, how Jesus can be not sinless? So you are saying now that the one who called people blind and fool, he is a sinner because this is a sin. Well, all your Quran is calling people fool and calling them sin, blind, you stupid idiot. Do those Muhammadan even in you how to write, how to read, or they are illiterate like their prophet? Isn't it? This is the Quran. Isn't it? All those words in yellow, they are speaking about the blind, the blind, the blind. And not only that, actually, the blind man, when he came to Muhammad, he made fun of him. Chapter 80, verse number 1 and 10. Do you see it? Do you see why we laugh at your comment and how silly they are, stupid they are? And you know, after all this comment about Jesus being a sinner, because what? Because he called people blind. And the Quran called them blind. Not only that, actually the Quran claimed that the one who make you blind is Allah. Who is the one who will make you blind? Allah. Allah, he blind us. Chapter 17, verse number 97. Read and love. It is he whom Allah guide, that the one true guidance, really, okay. But he whom leaves astray, like what the heck? And look at the first translation, by the way. In Arabic it says, and the one وَمَنْ يُضْلِلْ, and the one who Allah deceive. You will not find for them anyone beside him, somebody can help. But he is the one who made them blind. He is the one who deceived them. And you remember I said to you that Muhammad, he says he is Al-Hashir. This is the Quran saying, وَنَحْشُرُهُمْ. Allah is Al-Hashir, not Muhammad. Allah will gather all those people in the day of judgment, and they will be blind, and they will be mute and deaf. But who is the one who made them this way? Allah. What a stupid religion. Allah is making fun of those who they can hear and those who cannot hear, those who see and those who cannot see, those who can talk and those who cannot talk. Remember, it's you who is saying that the one who called people blind is a sinner. Allah saying, is the one who is blind and deaf and mute is equal to the one who can hear and see? Is he equal? So the stupid you come with the decision that the one who called people blind, he must be a bad person and he is a sinner. Have you ever heard of a stupid religion more than this? And the funny is that Allah, he call you a blind, and Muhammad, he make fun of the blind, but then we find that the one who made them blind is Allah. Who is the one who sealed the heart of people not to believe? Who is the one who sealed their eyes? Who is the one who sealed their mouth? Allah. Read it. Do you see it? And this is why Islam is a stupid religion. Allah, he seal your eyes and then he will punish you for not seeing. Remember, the Muslim, they believe in destiny. The Muhammadan, they believe in destiny. So when you commit sin, it's not your sin. As an example, when Adam, he commit sin, was it his sin? The answer, no. It was Allah's plan for Adam to commit sin. And we showed you many times the reference. And this reference, by the way, proving to us again that Muhammad is a time traveler, which I will make a video about it. So the time traveler Muhammad, he decided that Adam and Moses, they met and they have a debate. Have you ever heard of a time traveler like Muhammad? Moses, he met with Adam where? Especially Muhammad, he said that he is the first one to be resurrected, which means all prophets, except supposed Jesus, because in heaven, all of them, they are dead. My friend Osman, give me the Skype of your F da'wah, and I will do what you like. If you dare, don't tell me join. I will join right now. Give me the Skype, otherwise you are a potato like your prophet. Osman, join E-Dawah. Is that E-Dawah the one who said that the word sulb mean the private part? Trying to defend the ribs? The Quran saying that the sperm coming from the backbone and the ribs of the man, and the guy, he said, if we go to the dictionary and we search for the word sulb, we will find the word sulb mean private part. Like, what the heck? Open the dictionary and read for me. Those are the one who will debate me. They don't dare give me the Skype. I will call them right away. Right now, right now. You're a potato like them. A bunch of girls. Come to us. I do not. Will come to you where? Go live in your stream. Give me your Skype. I will call you. Potatoes, they will never dare. So listen. The time traveler Muhammad, he said that Adam and Moses, they met. How they met? Maybe in Walmart. You never know. They do shopping together. You know, like, come on. Like, Moses calling Adam. Who is this? I am Moses, grandfather Adam. Do you like to go shopping in Walmart? How in the world Moses and Adam they met? And then look at the conversation. Moses, he don't agree with Islam. He don't believe in the original sin, because original sin mean that Adam is the first one who commits sin. So look what he said to him. Moses argued with Adam, said to him, Adam, you are the one who got the people out of paradise, you idiot, by your sin, and thus made them miserable. Adam replied, oh Moses, you are the one who Allah selected for his message and he is direct to talk, yet you blame me for a thing which Allah ordained for me before he created me. Like, what the heck? So it was ordained. It was a destiny. It was a fate. And then Muhammad, he says, because Muhammad used to take hashish. Baby, listen, Habibi. So Adam overcome Musa's Habibi. Like, what the heck, Muhammad? So now Adam, he won the debate? Sound like Mimi Hijab. Would he ask him, Allah have hands? Mimi Hijab, he said, who said so? And this is how he won the debate. Who said so? The Quran says so. Muhammad says so. So Muhammad, he is taking the side of Adam that he won the debate. So by winning the debate, Adam, he proved that the sin of Adam was a fraud. It was Allah who made him commit sin. And that goes for all of us. Our sin is not our sin. Stupid religion. I have good news for you. If you are a fornicator, don't worry, be happy. Because it was a destiny. It is a destiny in Islam. Read and laugh. Verily Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge in, which if necessity he have to commit. A Muslim woman, she called the Sheikh in TV, and she asked him, she said, I am now over 35, and this is in the Middle East, like, big number, because they like to marry children like their prophet, 6 years old. 35, she is a grandmother. So, I'm afraid I'm not going to have a husband. The Sheikh, he said to her, my daughter, don't worry. The prophet said, Maktubun ala kullu farjin ismu nakihihi. It's written in every vagina the name of the one who will if it. Like, what the heck? It is written there. So now she feel better. So he told her, don't worry. Whoever names are written in your vagina, they will if you. Destiny. And I'm sure that women in the same night, she took off her clothes and she took selfie, with the camera, trying to find the names. And here you need to ask yourself a question. If a woman, she work as a prostitute, that means she should have a yellow pages there. مكتوب على كل فرج اسم ناكحه. And this is what Shaykh al-Islam, he said. Ibn Taymiyyah, the Muslims are, very, very proud about him. So the Muslim believe in destiny, and then you ask yourself, what the heck with this religion? So now I'm a Christian because Allah, he wrote my destiny to be Christian. You are a Buddha because Allah wrote your destiny to be a Buddha. You are doing fornication because Allah decided for you to fornicate. You are Adam who disobey Allah because Allah, he decided for you 40 years before he created Adam to commit sin. And then we commit sin, and then Allah will punish us for sin. How stupid this religion is. And not to forget, what is sin in Islam? Sin in Islam is something stupid because, like they do Muta and they say it is zawaj, it is marriage. Isn't it Muta prostitution? Do you remember the one who called me? He said, why you are getting emotional, bro? I said to him, Abdul, he get emotional. I did not even say son of Muta. If I say son of Muta, he will go crazy. Why you go crazy if Muta is marriage? Why you are calling it an insult? Because they knew in their heart that this is nothing but prostitution. It is literally prostitution. And even their Islamic books describe Muta as renting or rental for a woman. Let us see. I don't like to mention something. Without showing the reference. My keyboard is acting again. Yeah, this search engine sometime. Here we go. Praise be to Allah. If any man, any woman, they like to do boom boom, brother, go and find the women and have sex with her for 3 days, 3 nights, and don't forget you need to pay her, brother. Or if you want to make it shorter, or you make it longer. Is that a destiny? Yes, brother. Everything you do is destiny. Everything happened to you is a destiny. Pagan cult. Anyway, I don't know. This video will go forever this way if we stay with one comment like this. Let us go to the second comment. We'll try to go faster now. Another Abdul. In the video, who is Allah? He says, this dude is just wasting his life. I criticize Islam in almost every video of yours. If you hate Islam, then leave Muslims alone. Hey, Abdul, you pray to Allah 5 times a day and says, please Allah, don't make us like the lost Christians and the cursed Jews. Why you don't leave the Christians and the Jews alone? All your Quran is nothing but insult to those who don't follow Muhammad. Specifically those who they are Christians. You leave us alone, you don't cry. Huh? Get some candies. Next. Another Muhammadan lady, she said, Jesus was born on earth, did not contribute to the creation of the heaven and the earth, the universe and its contents. Why he suddenly become God? Well, this is a good question. CT, sit down. Let me explain to you. Isn't your stupid Quran says that Jesus was the word of Allah and he was in heaven? That means Jesus was exist before his birth? Or you are against the Quran now? Are you? Was the word of Allah born? Isn't it Allah, according to you Muslims, he say B is going to be? So if Allah, he created anything, he created that by Jesus, for he is the word of God. If we go to the yellow pages of Muhammad, we will find the following. Jesus is the word of God sent down to Mary. Chapter 4, verse number 171. Do you see it? So Jesus, who is the word of God, where he was before he come to the earth, he was the word of God. Okay, what is the word of God is? Hey Muslims, don't you Muslims say that Allah, he have a mouth? Now for sure we don't believe in this. This is garbage. Jesus have nothing to do with Allah. But I'm just showing you, you're a stupid religion. How do you contradict yourself? The same verse saying, don't say Trinity, is the same verse saying there is a Trinity. How? Because Jesus is the word of God, and he is a spirit proceeding from this God, as you see, and this is your translation, Yusuf Ali. He is the messenger of Allah. Okay. What kind of messenger he is? Well, he is the word himself. You see, Muhammad, he is not the word. Muhammad, he received the word of Allah, supposedly. And if you ask the Muslims, is the Quran created? They will say no. And actually, if you believe that the Quran created, they will behead you. There's a group of Muslims, they believe in that in the beginning of Islam, they behead them. So he is the word of Allah who sent down to Mary, so he was above. And Jesus says that in the Bible. He says, I am from above, you are from below. And how Allah, he created everything. The Muslim, they say he said B, but we cannot find anything, by the way. He created by B, but we will go by the stupid Quran. How Allah, he create anything? If he can create, he will ask Jesus to create. And this is your stupid Quran. And by the way, the same verse supposed to refute the Christian says that if Allah, he decided to create someone, like Isa is the same as Adam. If you want Allah, he said to him, not if you want, he said to him, be, and he was. And then we find that Allah created Adam by his hands, created Satan by his hands, created everybody. He blew his spirit into Mary. He did not say be, and he was. Not a single thing in the religion of Islam created by saying be. That exists in the Bible, where God, he says, let be light, and light was. A stupid contradiction. So suddenly Jesus became God? No, not suddenly. This is why Jesus says, before Abraham I am. So his birth have nothing to do with his existence. This is his birth in the flesh of a man between the Jews, because the Jews are waiting for him. This is why he was born between the Jews. So I feel sorry for the Muhammadan. And if we ask the Muslims now, well, if Jesus was born in earth, why he don't die in earth? Where is Jesus now? They will say to you, he's in heaven. Well, he went back where he belonged. Where is Muhammad now? They say to you, he's in the grave. Well, he went back where he belonged. From dust to dust. From dust to dust. Where is Muhammad? Dust. When Muhammad, he died, the Muslims, they did not bury him for 3 days. And then Ibn Abbas, he said, idfunu sahibakum faqad antan, bury your friend, he stink. And then they continue saying, قَدْ رَبَى بَطْنَهُ, his belly became so big because it's full of fart, gas. This is where the stink is coming from. Not only the meat is decaying, his farting. Whatever food you ate before you die, that food is going to be consumed by the bacteria and is going to cause gas. And now because you are not alive, the gas will not go out. You have no control of it. So your belly will get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then your body will fart automatically because it cannot hold more. So Muhammad now is dead and he is farting. And not only that, the hadith says, in sana khunsurahu, his fingers and his fingers became green and they shrink. So they did not bury Muhammad. They thought he is the same as Jesus. We wait for 3 days and he will be fine. Otherwise, I challenge the Muslim to tell me why you did not bury him right away. And not only that, the liar Muhammad, he said to them that we, Prophet, our bodies will never decay. So they said to themselves, why we will bury him? Why we will do that? His body will never decay. They believe the liar. But right away when he died, especially in the 3rd day, the fart of Muhammad is all over the place. Look at the liar. He said to them, and by the way, translation is a lie. It says here, invoke many blessing on me. In Arabic, it doesn't say blessing, it says a pray. This is why Mim Hijab, he said it's mean pray for, not to. Thank you. Suppose it's make a difference. Pray for, not to. So pray for me every Friday. Okay, why? For your prayer will be submitted to me. The companion, they said, Messenger of Allah, how can our prayer be submitted to you and your body will be has decayed? He says, oh, Allah has forbidden the earth from consuming the bodies of the Prophet, and then 3 days after his death, the Prophet, he stink like a rat. Let us continue. And by the way, if you want me to show you the reference about him being stinking, I can show you very easy. I mean, let us do it actually. Why not? Here we go. Because they might say, you know, where are those references? Okay. I'm just trying to find the website which is Muslims accept. I hope the noise is not coming. Somebody is working in his yard. Yeah, okay, let's see here. And you know, Muslims, there's a very easy way to discover if Muhammad is a prophet or not. Open his grave, let us see. Open his grave, and let us see if Muhammad, his body is still as it is. If it's it's going to be a miracle for sure. Remember, it's going to be as it is. Not like the mummy. It's going to be as it is because Allah, He forbid the earth from consuming our bodies. Here we go. Let us open official books. And now they will cry. And they will say bye-bye. This website is very slow. I'm trying to open it. Read with me. This is the book of Sunan al-Durami, volume 1, page number 31. And there it says, let's see. Here we go. Read carefully, Abdul, if you know how to read. Especially if you are the guy who called me to teach me Arabic, but yet he did not even say his prophet name correctly. فقال العباس إن رسول الله قد مات وإنه لبشر وإنه يأسن كما يأسن البشر. Al-Abbas, he said, the messenger of Allah, he passed away, and he is a human, and he stink like a human stink. O people, idfunu sahibakum fa innahu akram ala Allah. So if you will respect him, really bury him, because this is an insult to leave him stink. Is that my book? The reference in front of you. And this is from Google Books. What say you? And now you will say, oh, those Muslims are liars. They lie, brother, they lie. We don't believe Muslim liars. Muslims, they lie always, you know. So anyone who say anything embarrassing, they will say he's a liar. Correct? So let us continue with comments. Here another Abdul, supposed he is smart. He said, you guys invite your friends, we have only 910. I came in this time, so we can, you know, I'm trying to go like when it is morning my time will be night in Indonesia, so we can have Indonesian. Some other time, so we can have people in Europe. You know, I'm trying to mix the time so everybody can have a part of being with us live. So this is Muhammad, and his name is, you are a cunt. So we're speaking about his prophet, you are a cunt. Uncircumcised, eating pork. Okay, I will stop one by one. So this Muhammadan is insulting the Christians supposedly. And look what the accusation says, you are uncircumcised. I have a question for you. Why Allah prophet did not circumcise himself? Muslims, Muhammad who asked you to do circumcision, he himself never circumcised himself. Then how you call yourself Abrahamic? How Muhammad he claimed that he is Abrahamic and he is even descendant from Abraham? Isn't it this is the covenant for Abraham and his people? If you remember, Abraham, he circumcised himself by using the hammer because his private part is so big. I mean, what kind of a private part Abraham he have? Is an elephant? He used the adze to circumcise himself? The sledgehammer? So Abraham, he used a sledgehammer to circumcise himself. Muhammad, he never been circumcised. Isn't you Muslim, you follow the Sunnah and you follow the Prophet's steps? Here we go, the Prophet never circumcised. So what you do? Any Abdul? I'm telling you, Abraham, he have a big one, a huge brother. It was like maybe 60 foot tall like Adam. You know? I mean, do you know even what this hammer is? And let me search in Google, you know, for hold on. Just to show you what we are talking about, because some people do not know what this tool is. You have no idea, my friend. I mean, I'm really impressed, proud about our grandfather, Abraham. He's not my grandfather, by the way. I mean, I'm not from Abraham. And Arab have nothing to do with Abraham. So look what Abraham he used to circumcise himself. Abraham, what's wrong with you, Abraham? You could not find something better? You never heard of something called knife? This? Are you sure? This is what Abraham he used to circumcise himself. Aren't you afraid to miss? You know, I think Abraham was practicing somehow, you know, like for a long time. So he knew he will never miss, because one little mistake is going to be very ouch. You know, like, oh boy. This is how Abraham, he circumcised himself. Who told Muhammad this information? The book of histories. From where he got this? Allah, he told him. So look at this idiot. He's making fun of you, Christian. You don't circumcise yourself, but his prophet himself never circumcised. And I challenge you to post a comment. Show me where Muhammad circumcised. Go ahead. Go ahead, be my guest. And then you say, eating pork? Will you Muslim eat pork? You Muslim eat pork. Look what happened. Just to show you the stupidity of this religion is. The Quran says the food of the people of the book is lawful for the Muslims. And as long you know that we eat pork, so how Allah he made it lawful for you? The Muslim, they will say to you, brother, it says it's lawful for us, except pork, brother. Where it says that? You will say there's different verses, it's not lawful to eat pork, but here it says, this is after, I make lawful for you the food of the people of the book. All their food. He doesn't say there's except. Secondly, if we are not circumcised, how you eat our food? What is circumcision then for, supposedly? Abdul, are you there? So, are we good people or we are bad people? If we are bad people and we worship false god, then you should not eat our food. And not only that, he allow you even to marry our women. Just to rape them, you know. Call it marriage. You kidnap them, you know. Like what Muhammad did to many Jewish women. Is it lawful for you to eat our food? If we are dirty, then why you are eating our food? That will make you dirty too. And if we are worshipping false god, by the way, you Christians, you are not allowed to eat halal food, because this is a food slaughter in the name of a false god. His name is Allah. So if you go to the market and you find the sign, the mark of the beast, halal, on any food, it is forbidden for you to eat it. For this is a food made by those who worship Allah, and they recite the name of Allah when they slaughter the food, or the cow, or whatever. And this is why I want Christians, you remember the video we made just 2 days ago? When the Muslim they says it's not befitting for Allah to have a son, it's the opposite, Abdul. It's not befitting for us, not only to Jesus, even for us. I mean, Jesus is holy. We are not holy. It's not even befitting for a donkey to accept God to be Allah. Even a donkey, even a pig. I mean, this religion allow you to do muta. What is the difference between you and the pig? You jump from a woman to a woman. And this is what the pig do. You claim that you eat only kosher food, and then you claim that the Christians are kuffar, and then you say their food is lawful. How stupid this religion is. If a person worshipping false god, then you should not eat his food. Because everybody knows when a Christian woman, especially in the old days, maybe these days, you know, there's some believers, there's some not. There's many that are Christian by name. But when they make a dua, they put the cross on it and they say the name of Jesus. When they cook, before they eat, so you are eating a food, have a cross on it. How you eat it? Let's continue. Until now, we did not start the topic. Oh, hold on. Then he says, don't keep the Sabbath. Abdul, did your prophet keep the Sabbath? You see, just to show you how stupid this religion is. When Muhammad and he made an accusation, Islam is a religion, if we can call it a religion, accused you of what they do. Do you see how stupid this religion is? Hey, Muslim, do you keep the Sabbath? And then he says, believing in 3 instead of 1. No, we believe in 1. We don't believe in 3. You are a liar. You are a fraud like your prophet. Actually, it is you who believe in 3 instead of 1. Your Islam is based on 3 musketeers. Allah, Jibreel, Muhammad. You don't believe in 1. If we ask the Muslim, do you remember, guys, we asked the question in the video about do Allah breathe and what he breathed. Do you remember? If we go to the Quran right now, Allah, he created Adam, right? Okay, how he created Adam? He breathed. Breathed from where? He breathed from spirit. Okay, spirit of who? Allah don't have a spirit. The Quran said My spirit. The Muslim says Allah don't have a spirit. I will be so happy to see one Abdul exist ever can tell us when Allah he breathed into Adam, he breathed from where? Let me look at the comment section. Black stone kissers, if you are listening, please, when Allah he breathed into Adam from his spirit, what is that? Somebody saying you don't debate. Why you don't debate a sheikh in front of audience? I have 1,000 audience right now. Are they audience or you are not? Do you think you are a mosquito? The question is why your sheikh are coward to let me call them. Give me the Skype of your sheikh and we will make him shish kebab right away. Because your sheikh he deen you. They will lose their career if they're there. Why you don't do a debate sheikh in front of audience showing da'if hadith? This is da'if hadith, guys. I'm showing the Quran. This is da'if hadith. Show me one hadith I show is da'if. And by the way, are you saying to me that we have something in our books? It's a lie. We Muslims are very decent. Brother, we wrote a lot of stories about our prophet. They are lies, brother. Who wrote them? Muslims. What the heck? So anyone he says something the Muslim they don't like, they call him a liar, even their own. So you Muslims, you wrote hadith, brother, and this hadith, brother, is da'if. Let me tell you the bad news. I did not show da'if hadith. Secondly, I'm showing the Quran. Number 3, if this is true, that means you Muslims are a bunch of liars. Not trustworthy. And regarding debating in front of audience, maybe you are a mosquito, you don't count yourself. I thought those are audience too. You know what? I believe you are a mosquito. Prove me wrong. Text me in Skype. I will open my Skype to prove to me that you're a mosquito, because I think you are not an audience. You're a mosquito. Da'if hadith. Altering meaning. I bet you don't, because you're afraid. I bet you are doing poop on your pants right now, because I'm just speaking about you. I bet you. By the way, there's us 2 Muslim believers. They were betting. I was like, okay, what are you betting for? Well, the first one, he said to the other one, do you want to bet that betting is haram? What? Do you want to bet, brother, that betting is haram? You want to bet that betting is haram? Yes, brother. Genius. Muslims, no comment. So here we see that the Muslims is lying again about believing in 3 instead of 1. We believe in 1. You know, oh yeah, oh, Israel, your God is 1. From the beginning of the Bible. We are not the same as the Muhammadan who don't say we don't believe in the Torah because the name of Muhammad is not there. And everybody knows that the Christian and Jews are not really close friends, you know. But yet, we did not say that the Torah is corrupted, like Muhammad he claimed, because he's a liar. And the funny is that Muhammad, who claimed that the Torah is corrupted, he swore in the Torah, he took an oath in the Torah. Look how fraud he is. So behind the door, when he is sitting with the Jews, he swear by the Torah. And what he do, not only he swear by it, he says, I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. Do you see it? Muhammad, he told them, bring me the Torah. They brought him the Torah. Then he would draw the cushion from beneath him, and he placed the Torah in it, saying, I believe in thee and the one who's in thee. So all of this drama about the Torah have errors, the Torah is mistaken, the Torah have contradictions, the Muslims, they have articles about it. And then we find that their prophet, the biggest Abdul, I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. What's wrong with Muhammad? Was a mosquito at that day? Any Muhammadan? I believe Muhammad was a mosquito that day, taking hashish. Too much hashish. This is a either you believe in the Torah or the Torah is not. And then the Muslim, they try to fix it. They say, brother, when the prophet, he says, I believe in thee, he don't mean thee. He means some of thee. Like Abdul, he put the Torah in under his hand. I mean, do you see the fabrication? The guy, he said, bring me the Torah, not a page of the Torah. They try desperately to defend their stupid prophet. Let us see who's next. Who's next? Who's next? Let us see. The next victim. Oh, here we go. Christian Prince. At least this person is not insulting, you know. Christian Prince, answer my simple question. When did Jesus ever said God is one in three? Well, there's all over the Bible. Isn't it Jesus says, the one who saw me, he saw the Father. Me and the Father is one. Me and the Father. Me. Why I repeat to you? I mean, you're deaf. You're a Muhammadan. Allah made you deaf. Me and the Father is one. When Jesus got baptized, even the angels, when they came to Mary, I mean, we can show tons of reference. When the angels came to Mary, and they told her, well, you are going to have a child. Who was that a child? What they say to her? You see, I can say now I'm God. But if you witness yourself, who cares for your witnessing? And this is, here we go. Muhammad, he witnessed for himself as a prophet, but nobody witnessed for him. And then he forced you to say shahada for something you never saw. Right? When the angels came to Mary, let me open the verses. This is Luke. And behold, the angel is speaking, that you shall conceive in the womb and bring forth a son, and shalt call his name Jesus. He shall be great, and shall be called the Son of the High, or the Highest. You see it? The Son of God. And the Lord God shall give unto him, throne of his father David. This is the angels now. Where Jesus said, okay, now we go, this is, by the way, when the angels, they speak of what Jesus is saying, for they are the messengers of God. And this is confirmed in the Quran. Let us open it. See, the Muhammad, everything you sign in the Quran is a theft from somewhere. Here the translation saying بأيدي سفر, by the hand of scribe, which is very funny. Change the translator, let us see. You see it? And here, by the way, you ask yourself, when Muhammad described the angels, the translation here is really funny, it's not really accurate. Describe them as a scribe. And they are the one who is delivering the message, right? Okay. So, exalted in dignity between two brackets, purified in the hand of the scribes of the angels. How the hands of the angels are going to purify anything? Especially this is the word of Allah, if Allah is God. To purify something, it have to be dirty. Especially now we are talking about something physical. It's a book. Suhuf. The record. So the angels, they purify the record of Allah. Why it was dirty? Maybe Allah, he was eating pork when he said those record. And then the angels, they will purify it. Do you see how silly Muhammad is? If the word of God is holy, then there's no angels needed to purify any word of God. Did the word of Allah, did Allah, he spoke his words from his mouth or from his butt? Why we need to purify what Allah is saying? So when the Muhammadan, they say, where in the Bible Jesus said there is a three and they are one? All the Bible, from the beginning to the end. If you go to John chapter 14, and this is what the Muslim, they try to make it about Muhammad too, because they are desperate, bankrupt. When Jesus says, I will ask the Father, so we have the Father, and he will give you another advocate to help you, the comforter. What is that? The Spirit of truth. So here we go, Jesus is the Son, and the one who's talking here is Jesus, remember. And the Spirit, and the Father. And they say to you, where Jesus said that? And we can go even from the Old Testament, not God and his Spirit. When the Old Testament prophesy about the coming Messiah, the prophecy says his name will be called Emmanuel, which means God is with us. I'm so grateful they did not say Elijah, because then Mimi Hijab, he would say, God is with us. In Matthew 28, verse 19, it says, therefore go and make disciples for all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. And the same prophecies in the Old Testament is mentioned in Matthew, that the virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and his name will be called Emmanuel. If you go actually to Luke, chapter 1, verse number 35, let me open this one. This one is good. To get them busted everywhere, I mean. I feel sorry for the Abduls. I know. I mean, you don't have a religion. You don't have anything. You are a counterfeit of everything. You did beat the Chinese. Literally. This is Luke 1:35. And you can read, there's tons of translations. All of them, they confirm the same thing. The Holy Spirit, the Father, and the Son is going to be the Son of God. Do you see it? So when they say there's nowhere it says such a thing, that is a lie. And Jesus, he confirmed that your God is one. And that is in total agreement with the Old Testament. God is one. So when a Muslim he asks, he is welcome. But I say to you, Muhammadans, don't learn Christianity from liars like your Prophet Muhammad and your Sheikh. They don't even know their religion, how they can teach you about our belief. Now, we are going to open our Skype. If there is any Abdul is interested, he is more than welcome to call us. The beach, and the topic is the black stone. If you remember, once I went to a Muslim website and they have a chat, and we recorded, we posted in YouTube. And I asked the Muhammadan, why the Prophet he kissed the black stone? Actually, you know what? I'm not going to say. Let us see if Muslims can answer us. We are opening Skype. It's taking time. All right, my Skype is open. If you are a Muslim, please, you'd like to join us, give me a text. We have somebody, this is caller from before. Okay, now this guy is calling, maybe. Let us see. Well, obviously, his internet is horrible. We have this guy here. Let us see. Singer talking about Christianity. Yeah, we heard about Toiva Singer talking about Christianity. We got him busted many times. He's a potato. He's just, he lives in Indonesia. He's, doing business there. He's a businessman. Do we have any brave Muslim who would like to call us? Do we have any brave Muslim who knows his religion would like to call us? Especially if a person, he is educated, he speaks nicely, we will have a good time. I have a message from somebody saying, I am from the UAE or UAE. I have been following you for the last 15 years. That makes me so old, my friend. Thank God you are following for 15 years. I hope you learn a lot. All right. Don't call me. If you are a Muslim, don't call me. I will block you. I take calls only from Muslims. How many times I said that? The reason we do this, because we want you to hear the other side of the stories. We don't want to be just another, YouTubers, two Muslims bashing Christianity, or even two Christians talking about Islam. Here we have open challenge for whoever believes in Islam. We want you to be heard. Tell your side of the story. Maybe you are lying, maybe you are wrong. Correct us. Why you never answer John 17:3? Okay, big man, hold on. John 17:3. We have Mr. Okay. Mr. Big Man is saying this. Big man, how big are you? I want you to be honest with me. You call yourself big man because you are small, aren't you? Small ones always they dream about themselves to be big. And big ones, they don't want to be called big man. Why you never answer John 17:3? What's wrong with 7? What do you want? This is 17:3. And this is the life eternal, that they might know thee, only true God, and Jesus, who have you sent. But why you want to read only verse number 3? That Jesus, he been given the power all over the flesh. Why you did not see verse number 1? I will tell you why. Because you are a small man. You are so tiny, a mosquito. These words speaks Jesus, and lifted up his eyes to the heaven, and he said, Father, so there's the Father. The hour is come. Glorify the Son. Have you ever heard of God glorifying a man? He glorified the Son. And that the Son may glorify thee. So you want only verse number 3 because you are a small, tiny mosquito. Who is the one who has been given the power of over the flesh, which means judgment, everything? Who is in control? Jesus, as though has given him the power over all the flesh, that he should give eternal life to as many as thou has given him. We don't see, we want only verse number 3 because this is confirmed. You know, the same chapter confirmed that there's the Father. The same chapter confirmed that he is the Son. The same chapter confirmed that he is the one giving the authority, even the verses before it. And look here. I have glorified thee on earth. I have finished the work which has given to me to do. And now, O Father, glorify me. Do you see it? Before the word. Cowards. They want you to read only a verse. Only one verse. Verse number 3. Don't read the verse before it. Don't read the verse after it. Don't. This is the only verse we like. All mine are thine, and all thine are mine. I am glorified in them. And now I am no more in this world, but these are in the world. And I come to thee, Holy Father. Don't read this. Read only for us verse number 3. Shall we continue? Are you in pain? I will make you more in pain. Hold on. When you hear the coming Abdul calling me. Oh, there's no screen? Sorry. Okay, hold on. There's no screen. My mistake. It's my fault. Okay. Let us put it back. Do you see it, Abdul? You are a coward. You don't want to read verse number 1. You don't want to read verse number 2. You want to read verse number 3. But even verse number 3 condemn your religion. Because the eternal life is in the hand of Jesus. In your religion, who is the one who have the eternal life? You will say to me, God. Well, your God cannot give it. Jesus, he proved he can give it. He resurrect people from death. Your God could not resurrect a chicken. According to you, Muhammad, his children, they die. Can't Allah resurrect a child for Muhammad just for the sake of Muhammad? He could not. So you are a coward, you are a small man, but nothing, no surprise. He left as a donkey, never came back as a horse. Now let us see if there is any Muhammadan. Open-minded. Okay. Open-minded sound stupid for me. Open-minded. Open-minded, he is unavailable. Well, he did not open his Skype, maybe. Let's try again. Open-minded. He is not available. Open-minded, unavailable. Yeah, so you want me to talk to you or what? Potato, let me block you then. We heard of Tuiva Singer. Tuiva Singer, he said that the one who believed that Mary, she was given birth as a virgin, he is copying the stories the Christians, they copy from the Greek mythology. And the video is there, I made it there. And the video of him saying that and me speaking about that. So you stupid Muhammad, and if you believe, if you follow, if you like Tuiva Singer, he just said that Muhammad is a fraud because Muhammad, he agreed with the birth of Jesus to be born of a virgin. But according to Tuiva Singer, this is a Greek mythology. So Tuiva Singer actually, he insulted Muhammad and he called him to be a fraud. But does it matter really for you? For you, you support anyone who insults Jesus. Even if he insults Jesus, Muhammad in the way, it's okay. Muhammadan. Their hate blind them. How in the world, you Muslims, did you hear about Tuiva Singer? We heard about him. He is a potato, son of Muta, like your prophet. He claimed that the Christians, they worship a man, but isn't it Abraham? And I made a video about it just a few days ago. And he admitted from his mouth that God the Lord, he came as a man to Abraham. The Christians, they are pagans, they worship a man. So there's no need for me, Abdul, to decline my call. You are a coward. Potato. Who is a brave Muhammadan is willing to call us, or let us call him, to tell us why he kissed the black stone until now we did not start. The black stone kissers, where are you? Who is a Muhammadan can tell us why you kissed the black stone? Is it true that Muhammad, he says that the black stone is the right hand of Allah? Is that true? Why Allah is a stone? Muhammad, he said, the black stone is the right hand of Allah in this earth. Any Abdul? Anyone? Why Muslims kiss a black stone? Who wanna tell us? There's tons of videos on YouTube. I find them hilarious, funny, stupid. They claim that Muhammad, he said that the stone used to be one of the diamonds or the pearls in heaven. So, and any Abdul? There is a video in YouTube. Actually, I have the link for it in the description. It's called "Kissing the Black Stone Struggle." Can you believe it? Thousands of pagan Muhammadans struggling to touch the stone because there's a lot of people, they want to kiss it and touch it. It's a holy stone. Kissing the black stone struggle. This is the name of the video. If you go in the beginning, it says the struggle to kiss the black stone on the Kaaba. And people are fighting, and there's police. And look, this guy is touching the Yemeni corner. It's not even the black stone no more, because Muhammad, he claimed that those two corners, if you touch them, it erases your sin. In the same time, they say that they are not pagans. Is it true that touching them erases your sin, Muslims? Who wanna cry? Who wanna cry? This guy, he can't touch the black stone from far away. Look at his nose. You do not even need, you don't need to go there. Look at this. Look. Line up their hands. They are trying to reach, but they cannot. We want to touch the black stone. I want my sin to be erased. And look, they have a policeman too to guard the pagan stone. And by the way, there's no stone in the stone. There's no stone in the stone. Do you know that? We explained that many times. Any Muslim want to tell us where is the stone? The Muslims, the Muhammadan, are lined up to touch the stone, but there's no stone left. Look at the... I feel sorry for this policeman. Everybody want to touch him. Look, don't touch me. This is my testicles. The stone is here. No, not me. Don't put your hand on me. They need a guard next to the stone because there's nothing left. There's wax and there's little tiny rocks in the wax. You can search right now to video the maintenance of the black stone in the Kaaba. You will see with your own eyes how they are fixing the stone. Allah can't fix it because the stone is gone. How this stone is the right hand of Allah, and yet Allah could not protect his stone. How it is a must to kiss, and there's no stone left. This guy, he said that there's many attempt to steal the black stone. Abdul, there's no black stone. You are a fraud. The attempt is gone long time ago. Look at this idiot.
there, and they put the black stone there, and they ordered the people of Qatif to perform Hajj on the following year, 318, to perform Hajj stone there, and they built a house. And not only that, they built a Kaaba, did not have the Qibla, and as a matter of fact, they kept it there for 22 years in the peninsula, and you took it with them to Al-Ahsa or Al-Qatif, the Kaaba, and you stole it and you took it with the Kaaba, and you stole it and you took it with them the Kaaba, and you stole it and you took it with the Kaaba, and you stole it and you took it with the Kaaba, and you stole it and you took it with the Kaaba, and you stole it and you took it with them the Kaaba, and you stole it and you took it with the Kaaba, and you stole it and you took it with the Kaaba, and
how in the world we can steal the stone of Allah? So the Al-Qurmuti, he came to the Kaaba, he destroyed the Kaaba. This guy is not telling the whole story. He destroyed the Kaaba, he demolished it. Because you cannot take the stone without destroying the Kaaba anyway. And then he took the stone with him. But isn't the Quran have a chapter, it's called the chapter of the elephant? Which means Allah will protect the Kaaba? I'm not going to ask how the elephant came there, which is very funny because there's no elephant can live and survive in the desert. Saudi Arabia is not the jungle of Amazon. Alam tara what Allah did to the people of the elephant? What he did with them? He killed them, brother. He killed them to protect the Kaaba, brother. Allah, he sent birds, F-16, F-35, birds, you know, birds, little birds. They carry stones. Didn't you see? Look, but Muhammad did not see it. Have you seen Muhammad? He did not see it. Was Muhammad at that year exist? Even the verses is stupid. Muhammad, he never saw this story because supposedly it happened long before his birth. I mean, do you see the stupid of the language? Didn't you see? Well, he wasn't there. And then Allah, he sent the birds and he strike the folk with it. He strike them with the cooked clay. Cooked? I'm so glad it's cooked. I don't like it raw. So how come Allah did not send his birds to protect the Kaaba when the Kaaba destroyed many times already? And the guy, he took the black stone and he make it a poo-poo stone. And what make it more hilarious is this. Let me show you. The screen is off, don't worry. Oh, Lord have mercy. Stupid pagan cult. We have one God. We have one God, and his stone is on earth. It's the right hand of Allah. We worship only one God. Give him a finger. And then we find that this God is a shish kebab. Look at this. Look, where is the stone? There's no stone left. People, look with me. Do you see the stone, the black stone? There's no stone. Let me take off the banner here. Oh, give me a second. So you can see better. Do you see the brown? This disgusting brown thing? This is wax. And this is what is left of the holy stone of Allah. Do you see, brother, this tiny rock? Brother, this is a stone of Allah. And this is a stone of Allah. And this is little stone of Allah. And there's other one here, brother. And that's it. Where is the stone? So Allah, he sent birds and they throw rocks at the army to protect the Kaaba so they will not steal the black stone. And then we find there's no black stone. Where is the stone? Not to forget the stone, they try to keep it in the old shape, by the way, because the old shape is, as you see, it was like a vagina. It was literally a vagina. Arab women, they used to go in their period time, when they have their period, the women, they don't have babies. That's why they have their period. They cannot have babies, maybe. So in order to get fertilized, they go to the black stone, they place their hand over the vagina when they have their period, and they go naked around the Kaaba. And then they place their hand inside the black stone, and this is what they are kissing. The period. Where is the stone? Allah, He sent the stone. He could not keep the stone? What a stony story. And you know, the funny is that Muhammad, he used, like one of the stories says that Muhammad, he touched the stone with the stick, and then he kissed the stick. That's mean you can take an underwear of your wife, throw it in the black stone, bring it back to the Muhammad, and they will kiss it. He touched it with the stick, and then he kissed the stick. That is a sticky story. Any Abdul? We are not pagans. So why you kiss the black stone? Because it's holy. Why it's holy? Because the Prophet kissed it. Do you remember the guy we chatted with him in the Muslim website? I asked him, I have a brother, I have a question. Why the Prophet kissed the black stone? It took him 5-10 minutes, and then he answered. He says, because it's holy. And I said, why it's holy? He said, and he took him another 10 minutes. He said, because the Prophet kissed it. I said, why the Prophet kissed it? What a stupid religion. And you know, actually, all of those things prove Islam to be fraud. Muhammad is just copying the old Arabian religion. But I want to show you something very interesting. Now, those who come here always, you know, they saw what I will show here before. But just to show you a clear proof that the Kaaba is a fraud. Clear, no doubt about it. Look at this, brother. Let's put it for you on the screen. Brother, did you see the Kaaba, brother, flooded by the sewage, brother? So, who is the one who chose the location of the Kaaba? Allah. Are you sure, Abdul? Yes, brother. So why Allah He chose it in the whole of Mecca where all the sewage will come there? Huh? The one who chose the location is Allah? MashaAllah. This is the holy house of Allah, and now all in Saudi Arabia they call it Bayyara. You know Bayyara? Bayyara is excuse me, it's a shithole. Shithole, literally. You know, there's a hole next to the house where all your there's no sewage, so all your poo-poo go in that hole. So when rain come, the poo-poo will float. You know the miracle of the poo-poo? Float. The poo-poo float. Like there's some stupid people, they go in the beach and they go inside the ocean, and supposedly nobody will see what they are doing. So he take off, or she take off her panty, and they do poo-poo, and then the poo-poo will fly around their neck. Like what? How smart you are. So poo-poo will float, you know, and though will go to the lowest point, and that is the Kaaba. Well, cannot Allah, if He is God, to save His house? Look, this guy here is swimming. He's doing marathon swim. Look, look. So can this God, He raised the Kaaba a little bit so the poo-poo will not go there? I mean, don't raise the whole Mecca, just raise the Kaaba at least. Put your finger there. So there's no black stone left. The Kaaba is flooded, and thanks to the American engineering, now the flood in the Kaaba is not as before, but still. they build kind of a dam. Oh boy. Why Abdul are not Korean? Nobody is proud about the Kaaba? What is the true believers, the one who worship one God, and we are not pagan? What happened? All of this proved to us that the Kaaba is not the house of God, the house of stupidity. They are walking inside the mosque of the Kaaba, around the Kaaba, in the water, the sewage. And this is Mecca now after the engineering of the American. This is after the American help. Little rain will make the whole town in chaos. Just little tiny rain. Why Allah He chose this location, brother? Did Allah make a mistake, brother? Look at this. Oh, madness. So the black stone is gone. There's no black stone left. And that proved that all the lies of Muhammad clearly lies. Because if Allah is the one who sent the black stone, then the black stone should stay forever protected and we do not need to do maintenance to it. Correct? We do not need to do maintenance to a stone sent by God, and this stone is going to witness to every Muslim in the day of judgment. But there's no stone left, as you see. Let us show you some reference. According to Muhammad, the black stone is going to have eyes, mouth, okay, let us put it in the screen. Allah Messenger, he said, I swear by Allah that Allah will certainly raise it up on the day of resurrection. The stone will be raised up. Where? What do you mean? Of the stone? Is it stone? And in that day, in the resurrection, is going to have eyes which it will see, and a tongue which will speak. Muhammad, which is stone? There's no stone left. So based on this, Muhammad, he claimed that this is a stone will live, at least survive with us, even until the day of judgment. And this stone is going to witness for every Muslim who touch it. But as you see, there is nothing left in the stone. Nothing, literally nothing. It's gone. Muhammad is a liar. His God could not protect his stone. And the Abdul, in one of the videos, he explained how if you kiss the black stones and touch the Yemeni corner, which is another stones, that will erase your sin. Will do what? Will erase your sin. Can you believe the madness and the garbage of this religion? And yet they claim that they are not pagans.
And not only that, they built a house.
Let's see what he speak about the maybe different video. Hold on. I saw a video of this Abdul. Speaking of that, maybe not this video here.
Okay.
Shut up. Where? Let us see. Yeah, maybe this one. Let us see here.
النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم kissed the black stone. He placed his lips against the black stone, but without making the normal noise of the kisses. He just placed.
Brother, he kissed the stone without making normal noise. Hey brother, did you hear it, brother? So brother, when you go to kiss the black stone, don't make noise, brother. The prophet, he kissed it without making noise. Okay, tell us more.
Place his lips against it. And Umar ibn Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, upon seeing the Prophet ﷺ doing so, when he was performing tawaf once, he kissed the black stone and he said, by Allah, and this is the most important part of this answer. He said, by Allah, I know that you are just a stone.
Listen carefully. Umar al-Khattab, he said, by Allah, I know you are just a stone. Continue.
You do not benefit, nor do you cause any harm.
Nor you benefit, nor you cause any harm. So Muhammad is what? Muhammad is a fraud. Because Muhammad, he said that this stone is going to witness in the day of judgment. Because Muhammad, actually the same guy, he said in different video that this stone is going to erase your sin. The same Abdul. The same idiot. Hold on, let me find the video. Hold on. This is something, man. Those Muhammadan, they drive you crazy. Aren't you the same Abdul who says the touching the black stone erase your sin? What's wrong with you?
317, after some of the deviant sects, such as what the...
Hold on, I'm trying to find where is this garbage. Hold on. Where is that? Hold on. Excuse me, I'm going to look for it. The same Abdul, not even different Abdul. This is what drives you crazy about this garbage religion. The same Abdul, he said in different video that kissing the black stone and touching the touching the black stone and the Yemeni corner erase your sin. Let us see. Maybe in the same video, I'm not sure. Okay, hold on. Let us see. This shows to show you how those people, they convert themselves. Here we go. The same Abdul, not different Abdul. The same potato.
And we must clarify that to those who are going to perform Hajj or Umrah.
I know YouTube is not functioning good with me. Maybe
and non-Muslims, because upon seeing that, they think that, and as a matter of fact, some Muslims may think that there is, for touching the black stone, you'll go straight to heaven. What the Prophet ﷺ said in this regard, Number one, in the sound hadith, which is narrated by Anas ibn Malik, he said, Al-Hajar al-Aswad min hijarat al-Jannah. The black stone is one of the stones of paradise. And secondly, he said, the black stone came down from heaven and it used to be whiter than the milk. And it turned dark due to the sins of Bani Adam, the children of.
Remember this statement here, that the black stone used to be white like milk and sin made it black. And this is explained why the Quran claims that Allah, He made those who they are against Him black. يوم تبيض وجوه وتسود وجوه, or اسودت وجوههم, in different verse. So sin is the one who made the black stone black. Otherwise it was white. It's very important. If you are a black person, this filthy prophet claiming that sin made you black. And there's a hadith, actually, we show it many times, about Allah, how He created black people from the shoulder of Adam. And He said to them, you go to hell and I don't care. And He created the white people from the right shoulder of Adam. And He said to them, you go to heaven and I don't care. This is Muhammad. And this is the same for the black stone. Let's continue.
Of Adam. Hadith is narrated by Abdullah ibn Abbas and collected by Imam Tirmidhi, and it is a sound hadith. In a third hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, إن الركن والمقام يقوتتان من ياقوت الجنة طمس الله تعالى نورهما ولو لم يطمس نورهما لأضاءتا ما بين المشرق والمغرب. Indeed, these two stones, the black stone and the stone of Maqam Ibrahim, are two precious stones that.
So there are two precious stones from heaven, and they are white, and if their light can go to the end of the world, I mean, it's garbage, it's just a stone. And then he says, let us see what he speak about. Here we go. Here he speak about touching the corners will make you go, erase your sin.
And also Ar-Ruknul Yamani, the Prophet ﷺ said in the sound hadith, which is collected by Imam Ahmad in his Musnad and narrated by Abdullah ibn Umar, remit sins. Remit sins due to the compliance with the traditions of Prophet.
That's a lie. This is not in the hadith. So if you touch those two stones, it erases your sin. So what if you do tradition? How practicing tradition will erase your sin? Do you see that the pagan religion is trying to explain, but it doesn't work this way. You are a mushrik. And as long Umar al-Khattab, he said that this black stone is useless. So how you are saying if you touch it, it erases your sin? The same guy in different videos says, Umar al-Khattab, he says, I know that you are a useless stone, but Muhammad says the opposite. And this is the hadith. Here we go. So which one of them is lying? Umar ibn al-Khattab saying that you are useless stone, harmless stone, or Muhammad saying if you touch them it erases your sin? Read. Here we go. This is the hadith he was quoting for us. Abu Abdul Rahman, why do I only see you touching these two corners, which mean the corner where the stones brought from Yemen, it's called Yemeni corner, and the black stone? He said, I heard the Messenger of Allah saying, touching them erases sin. But the same Abdul, he got busted, he's a prophet, by quoting what Umar al-Khattab, he said. He says, I know that you are used as a stone, harmless stone. There's no benefit from you. Muslims, which one of them is telling the truth? Umar or Muhammad?
As what the Qaramita did. Al-Qaramita.
Not this one, hold on. The other one. Here. Go ahead.
Nor do you cause any harm. How do you cause any harm? You do not benefit. You do not benefit. You are just a stone. You are just a stone. You are just a stone. You do not benefit, nor do you cause any harm. You are just a of this answer. He said, by Allah, I know that this is the most important part of this answer. He said, by Allah, I know that you are just a stone. You do not benefit, nor do you cause any harm.
So why you kiss it? And then he continues saying, just because the Prophet kissed it, I'm kissing you. So why the Prophet kiss it? Same time, this is against what Muhammad said. Muhammad, he said it clearly, and you are the one who quote his hadith, that the one who touched them, it erase your sin. And Muhammad said that is going to come with eyes and with tongue, which will make it, by the way, look very nice. Look at this. According to Muhammad, the black stone will come with eyes and tongue. And now here we have to use, I have to use some of my skills, hygiene skills, let us say. Excuse me. I can't resist the temptation of being an artist, born as one. It's in my blood. So it's going to have eyes. Look at this. Who can do that? Oh, beautiful. Now the other eye is bigger because if Jibril, he hit the stone there, he kissed it there. So it's bigger. So it's going to have two eyes and it's going to have a tongue. To have a tongue, we have to have a mouth. And just to make you be able to see the tongue better, we have to color it a little bit. So the Muslims will not be upset. We have to show respect to the black stone, remember that. This is the tongue of the black stone. Okay. So this is what the heaven is going to witness, what the judgment day is going to witness, what the human being they are going to witness. A black stone who have eyes and mouth and tongue. And this is not metaphorical, by the way. Muhammad is not saying that metaphorically. Even Muslims agree with that. Look how beautiful. I am in love already. I'm going to buy a ticket to go to the Kaaba immediately. Hold on, I found a mistake here. And that's not nice not to make a nose. What do you want the Muslims to say about your drawing now? Alhamdulillah. Nose is fixed. Here we go. Here we go. I hope everybody is happy now and nobody is getting, it's perfect. And by the way, I'm going to sell this, in eBay, and let me sign it first. I remember when we were in the school, the first day in the school, you stand up and you introduce yourself to the teacher. And each one of those Arab boys, his name is like a train. Muhammad ibn Ahmad ibn Ali ibn Hassan ibn son of. The most boring class ever. So if I want to write now the signature there, what I should do? Muhammad, the son of Hassan, the son of Ali, the son of the son. The print itself will not be enough only for the signature. This is what the Prophet said. So how you say that Umar al-Khattab, he said the stone is useless, there's no harm from it. I know that you are a stone. And here we ask ourselves, why Umar even kissing something without asking why? But Umar, Muhammad don't dare to say to Umar, you are stupid. He don't dare, he will kill him. This is why Umar, he gave Muhammad Quran. Actually, Muhammad, he says, if there is a prophet who should become after me, it's going to be Umar. And Abdul. And then in the same time, we find there's nothing left of this stone. There's no stone. Sadly, there's no stone. As you see, look at them. Look. This is a stone. This is a stone. This is a stone. This is a stone. I think this is a little tiny one too. Maybe one here too. There's no stone. Rocks. Little rocks. If you go right now to the YouTube, And by the way, don't forget to download all my videos, because tonight I might do some cleaning as usual. We search black. Let's see if we search in English. Black stone Kaaba maintenance. Here we go. I just search. You can go watch it yourself. Hajar al-Aswad, black stone maintenance. Cleaning and maintenance. Cleaning and maintenance. Let's put it in the screen for you. Do you see it? They do maintenance to the black stone. It's not self-repair. When we search in Arabic, we find actually more. Look, here this guy is using the wax. Look, using the wax to fix it. Hot wax. Let me see what they have there. Here we go. And look, he's hitting with the hammer too. And the art, like, and the camera, like, look at this. Fix it, brother, fix it. Brother, fix it. Yes, scratch, yeah, scrub the dirt. Aha. Yeah. MashaAllah. Yeah, look. Don't block, don't. Yeah, there you are. Now it's time to. Yeah, scrub. Hey, gotta get you closer. Don't touch these rocks, be careful. It will come out. Alhamdulillah. How this stone is sent by Allah, and this stone need maintenance, and there's nothing left of it. I mean, who is the stupid here? If it's sent by Allah, Allah will keep it as it is. Nobody can touch it. And now we need to scrub it and add more wax and fix it every few days. And there's a policeman next to the stone, because they will unblock the little rocks. They will unblock them from the. Actually, Erdogan, he was talking about little rock he stole, or the Ottoman, they stole from the Kaaba. We have one here in the museum in Turkey, brother. But guys, imagine if I got one of those rocks and I put it in eBay in auction. Man, I will get rich. I want to get one. The bidding will be on it like a crazy. Take the black stone, save the black stone from the hand of a Christian prince. Scrap it. So guys, I'm not going to keep this video for long here. I'm going to take them down all maybe after a few hours. So download as soon as you can. And by the way, the video yesterday, 2 days ago we made, yesterday it was 19,000. Today in the morning it was 17,000. So obviously, as usual, the Abdulism YouTube is playing with us, you know, nothing new. So because I looked, I mean, have you ever heard of account go backward? So obviously they are playing their dirty game with me. It's okay, you know. For us here we share. And now when you download the video, please cut it pieces. You can cut every comment if you want to make it a video, and respond to it. This way will make it easier in your channel for people to watch. And I don't mind, by the way, people making money from my videos. I see some people, they send me email. See, this guy is making money from your videos. So what? Are you jealous? Make money from my videos too. Good for you. I wish all the Christians make money from my video. Why not? I am the last one who make money from my videos. As you see, I cannot get ads in my YouTube because YouTube hate me. They hate me very much. All of you, feel free. Take my videos, play ads on them. But I warn you, they will play ads of Abdul on them. So this is not really for me. I encourage people. I wish you all to make money from YouTube. Why not? And if you are jealous that somebody is making money from my videos, will stay away from me. I will be upset if somebody claiming to be me collecting donation in my name. That will be a different story. But as long he is doing the right thing, who cares? Nagla Mu'min. How are you, Nagla Mu'min? Nagla, why you don't call me? Why you don't call me? What if I show you from your book about the book of number and then you will cry? What if I show you from your books that this story is about a person, his name is Shaul, in your books, not my books, and the enemies, they killed all the Jews, only one child left. They killed women, they killed everybody. Do you dare? You're a potato. Do you dare, Abdul, to call me? My Skype is open. I will open the verses you are asking me for, and I will show you the interpretation for them from your books. Do you dare? Who of you remember those? Do you remember when we made a video about this? Who remember? Any one of you save the reference, the link? Let us give you time to find it, just to see how many save reference. I made a video special about this. So the Abdul, they claim that the enemies of the Jews, they killed everybody. Even they took the babies from their belly. And there's only one person left. And then Allah empower him to attack them back and kill their babies. Your book. Potato. Secondly, Abdul, don't you believe in the flood of Noah? Yes, we believe in the flood of Noah. Did Allah kill all the babies too? Yes, all the babies. Okay. Do you believe in Sodom and Gomorrah? Yes, we believe in Sodom and Gomorrah. Stupid. And what about your prophet? Did your prophet he order to kill the baby and children too? No, the prophet never ordered to kill the babies and the children. Are you sure? Yes, I'm very... Come on, I'm asking you. Are you sure? I'm very sure. Abdul, come on. I want to hear it. Are you sure? I'm very... Look, what happened to you? You're acting like a puppy now. Huh? Are you sure? I'm very... Look, you sound like a puppy. Are you sure? I'm very sure. Here we go. This is the hadith. They told him when we attack the mushrikeen, we are killing their babies, their children. He said, so what? They are from them. Do you see it? This is weak hadith. No, this is not weak hadith. It says, Sahih al-Bukhari and Muslim. Puppy. Just a puppy. Call me if you're a man. And you claim, you know. And why your prophet, he swear by it then? Okay. Somebody is trying to call. Let us see if he is a Muslim or not. Don't call me, don't, text me first, tell me I'm a Muslim, I will take your call. Otherwise, I will block you. You have to text first and tell you are a Muslim, you wish to be live on air. Then I will call you. Do we have any Abdul? Just stop being hypocrite? No, I'm not being hypocrite. Have you ever seen a Christian saying we deny what it says in the book of Number? We don't. It's you who deny. We don't say this is da'if. Hypocrite, potato. It's you who deny. We don't. It's you, brother, who deny, brother. You stop being a hypocrite. Each time we show you something, you say da'if. It's you, hypocrite. We don't say the book of number is da'if. You are da'if. Everything you have in your religion is da'if. Do we have any Abdul? Until now, 0 Abdul. Well, if you are not a Muslim, my friend, you can text in the chat, not in Skype. The same as the rest. Put your question in the chat. You're blocked. Anyone who will send me a text message in Skype, you are just, trying to bother me simply. A million times I said, Skype is only for Muslims. So why you go and text me in Skype? What's wrong with people? A Muslim, he criticized me. So what we are doing here then? Post your question in the chat like everybody. Are you special? So everybody can post his name, his question in the chat, except you want to post it only in Skype. Yes, I like better delivery. Do we have any brave Muslim? Do we have any brave Muslim there to call us? And by the way, your name is Negla, right? I mean, this is remind me of the Negla seed. Your prophet is a Dr. Muhammad. Remember that. Mimi Hijab, when he go live on air, each time he have little thing he's doing commercial, Brother, buy it. You can find it in the link below. You can get rich from the stupid thing. Negla seed. Yes, brother. If you have any problem, it has a solution for everything. Like, what the heck? Except death, brother. This is additional proof that your prophet is a stupid. All seed, by the way, have a benefit. We cannot deny that. Any seed. Even seed inside an orange. Any seed. It has, it is food. As long as food, it has benefit. Anything can be a food. It's useful. Okay. Muhammad is a special doctor. He knows everything. And when he says something, he's stuck with it. That's it. He heard that the black seed is used by the Arab, so he's stuck with it. He heard that the Arab, they use honey, he's stuck with it. Like the story of the guy who came to him and he said to him, my brother is sick, his stomach, He said to him, give him honey. The guy, he came second time. He says, my brother is more sick now. He said, I told you give him honey. He said, I gave him honey. Third time he come, fourth time he come, and the guy is getting more sick, he's dying. Then the prophet scream at him and says, your brother's stomach is lying, and Allah told the truth. Have you ever heard of a doctor like this? So Negla seed, do you agree with your prophet that this seed have a solution for all problems in the world? Anything except death, brother. If you have a cancer, take the Negla seed. If your wife, she can't have babies, take the Negla seed. If you yourself cannot have a baby, take a Negla seed. If you have corona, take Negla seed. If you have a fever, take Negla seed. If you have food, take Negla seed. If you have, even if you are not really having money in the bank, take Negla seed. Is that true? That Negla seed can solve all diseases, illness, except death? Is that true? Or your prophet is doing another poo-poo? You know what? I want to tell you a true story. Due to my look, I don't look good. So, each time you ask a woman to marry you, she say, no, I will not. Why? I will marry you. I look like Ahmadinejad, alhamdulillah. And then one day, I decide to eat Negla seed. Brother, I walk in the street. women, they were following me. It's like a magic. I didn't know what happened. I ate necklace seed by mistake. So at that moment, I did not know what exactly is happening. Why women, they became so much interested, you know, and they come and they walk next to me and they are sniffing, you know, because they smell the necklace seed. You know, it's not my smell, it's the necklace seed. People go crazy. I went in that taxi, I took a taxi, the guy, he didn't want to take money. Well, I said, why? He said, no, I will not charge you, just go. You know, I said, driver, he did not charge me, what the heck? You know, they went to the grocery store, to Walmart. I found a woman big behind the cashier. And by the way, her name is Cashier too. She's the daughter of the owner of my market. I asked her, like, well, what's your name? She's like, I'm the cashier. So, okay, cashier. So, you know, she's the daughter of Walmart owner. So this is true story, by the way. And so I put a lot of food in the cart, and then she's sitting, necklace seed. No, you're not, you know, no, don't pay on us. The daughter of Walmart owner, you know, her name is Cashier. You can go and ask her. Go right now to Walmart and ask for the daughter of the, you know, cashier. You go always find her. You know, true story. Hey Muslims, if my story is not acceptable, is the story of your prophet acceptable? What is different? What is the difference? Necklace seed. Hey, people here, how many of you get a necklace seed before he come here? From now on, you don't enter my chat without eating necklace seed. I want to be sure that we are not going to spread illness here. Okay? Like, come on, it's against the policy of the Vucci. You had mentioned to a brother of mine that you don't believe in fate. How come your God fated the rooster to crow? He told one of his apostles. You see, Abdul. Well, my God, he is in charge, right? As an example, you know, we as a Christian, when we say in faith, this is about committing sin and etc. But are we going to die, all of us? Yes. So here we go. You can say, just to help you, just to show you how stupid you are. We do not need all this drama about rooster. And don't talk about rooster, by the way, because your prophet, you know, he copies some from the Jews too about roosters. Okay, this thing is frozen. Okay. So, is my internet working, guys? I'm not sure. I feel like it's frozen somehow. So, Abdul, all of us, we will die. So, we have a fate of dying. God decided that everybody would die. But is not the fate you Muslim believe in, that you commit sin and this is your fate. Allah, he made you do it. So your idea of fate is very stupid, because why God want to punish me for a fate he decide for me? So as an example, God will not punish me for he decide for me to die. The death itself was a punishment. Which means even death, which is a must, it wasn't a fate. It was a penalty. Because Adam and Eve, they commit sin. So he kicked them out from heaven and he said, death, you die. It was a penalty. For you Muslims, your sin is a fate. Your fornication is fate. Your stealing is a fate. And we played before the video of Mufti Mink, where he said something very funny. Let us go and find it. That there's a guy, he committed sin. He stole, he's a thief. The caliphate he came to the caliphate, or they brought him to the caliphate, And they said to him, he said to him, why you are going to punish me for something is written for me to do? It's my fate. Let us see if we can find we played the video before. I don't know like what was the name of the video. So he said to him, why you want to punish me for something I did not decide to do? And then the Mufti Mink, he said, well, this is a quite good argument, if you think about it. And then he says, the caliphate, he was a few steps ahead of this Muslim. So he said to him, well, it was destined for you to be punished by me too. Let me see if I can find. Which I find very stupid. So both of them, their sin, the one who commits sin, it was a destiny, and the one who will punish him, it was destiny too. Maybe this is the one, hold on. No, not this one. I need to find it still. Let us see. Here we go. This is the one. Watch and laugh.
Then obviously you would be the fool. A man came at the time of Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu. According to one of the narrations, he needed to be punished because he stole. So he comes to Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu and he uses the same line. He says, "Oh Umar, oh Amirul Mu'mineen, how can you punish me for having stolen when it was predestined? My deeds were already written by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala." Now that's quite a good argument if you were to look at it.
Do you hear it? This is quite a good argument if you want to look at it. So what he said to him, why you want to punish me for a deed written to me by Allah? Why you want to punish me? It was written. It was what? It was written. Listen carefully, Abdul. This is your sheikh confirming the stupidity of your destiny. So he's asking, what is my fault? Why you want to punish me if this is a fate written for me to do? Why? Look at the answer.
Subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now that's quite a good argument if you were to look at it. My deeds were already punished me for having stolen. Oh Amirul Mu'mineen, how? He says, "Oh Umar, oh Amirul Mu'mineen, how can you punish me for having?" He says, "Oh Umar, oh Amirul Mu'mineen, how can you punish me for having stolen when it was predestined? My deeds were already written by." He says, "Oh Umar, oh Amirul Mu'mineen, how can you punish me for having stolen?" He says, "Oh Umar, oh Amirul Mu'mineen, how can you punish me for having stolen when?" He says, "Oh Umar, oh Amirul Mu'mineen, how can you punish me for having stolen?" He says, "Oh Umar, oh Amirul Mu'mineen, how can you punish me for having stolen when it was..."
Okay guys, I'm going to go to the yard of the neighbors. They have nice fruits. I'm going to steal it. And if they call the police for me, I will say to the police, "Oh police, how you punish me when this was destiny for me to be a thief?" And I hope the guy, the police guy, his name is Omar. That will be good. Perfect. So Omar, the policeman, he will come. The neighbor called. There's a guy, he's an Arab. He's a Middle Eastern. How you know he's a Middle Eastern? He looks scary. Okay. You know, he took our grass machine. And now he's taking even our why taking what? Why you are scared? He's taking our look, what he took? He took the camel urine, from the yard. He took the camel urine. Must be Arab too. So the police, they come. We. Open the door. Who? Police. Police in my house. Alhamdulillah. Finally. So I will open. Police, why you are here, police? Police. Are you the one who jumped in the neighborhood and took the... yes, I took the stuff and the camel urine too. because it's a holy urine. And what's the problem? Don't you know this is against the law? I said, what's against the law? Don't you know it's a destiny for me to be a thief? Are you going to punish me, you know, the thing, Joe Biden, for being a thief? And then they will take me to Joe Biden. He's the caliphate. And Joe Biden, he will say to me, like, he will read for me, what is my crime? So he will say, Joe, you forgot my name? What's, yeah, you know the thing, yeah. You know, yeah. Joe, what do you say? I said nothing. What? Don't you read for me my crime, what I did? What I did, why I'm here? Okay. Listen. It was a Trump fault. What the heck? What does this have to do with Trump? Like, Trump? Joe, hold on. I'm not Trump. Okay, I'm here for a different story. Forget about the election now. Do you know why I'm here? Okay. Okay, thank you. What the heck? Where are you going? Joe Biden, we did not start yet. Like, come on, you cannot leave. You have to say something. You are the caliphate now. What's happening with this America? We have a caliphate. You don't remember his name. And if you don't vote for him, you are a racist. An idiot. So here we go. We have a smart Abdul. He is coming to the caliphate, and his name is Joe Biden. At that time, it was Omar. And he said to him, why in the world you want to punish me for something I did not do, idiot? The caliphate is so smart. He said to him, listen.
He uses the same line. He says, oh Umar, oh Amirul Mu'mineen, how can you punish me for having stolen when it was predestined? My deeds were already written by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now that's quite a good argument if you were to look at it.
A very good argument if you look at it. It's a very good argument. I mean, look at the. It's a very good argument. I mean, so why you don't accept the argument? What is the answer for the argument? It's a good argument, or you are a good fool. Continue.
Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu was one ahead of this man. He says, well, let's punish this man because it was predestined that we were going to punish him.
Allahu Akbar. Look at the wisdom. Look at the story. We'll explain everything. Okay, it was destiny for you by Allah to be a thief, and it was destiny for me by Allah to punish you. Wow, that's deep. We kiss a black stone. We believe, but we don't understand. And we believe in destiny, which is stupid, that I will commit sin, for Allah, He wrote it for me to do, and then Allah will punish me for what He wrote for me to do. That's so deep. Hey, Joe Biden, what do you think? You know the thing, and okay, so it's clear. Okay, and now yeah. And my wife told me that the price of chocolate is getting more expensive now. So we are going to help everybody. And what I was talking about? Chocolate. Yeah, we will help everybody, and we will what? Chocolate. Okay, we will help everybody, and we will go to Hawaii for vacation. Me and my wife. Okay. Thank you very much for the conference. Thank you, Joe Biden. You made it. Okay. What's the difference between God's plan and destiny? Well, God have a plan, but you don't have to agree with His plan. This is the difference. As an example, God, He loved the world, so He sent His begotten Son to save the world, right? This is the plan, but you don't have to agree with the plan. You can refuse Jesus. You can accept Jesus. You can be an atheist, you can be Abdul. So there's a huge difference between the plan and destiny. Do we have any Abdul? Could you put the link for the, yeah. Actually here the name, so always, so anyone later he will say it. It says here, if Allah has written my destiny, why I am on earth. Right? This is the name of the video. Mufti Mink. Official page of Mufti Mink. So we open our Skype almost for more than 2 hours and 30 minutes, and not a single Abdul he dare to call me. After I finish, then you will see the heroes. But my friend, they could not call me because it was their fate not to call. Did you see the stupidity? They did not call me because it is their fate not to call. Somebody saying EF Dawad live debate him, give me his Skype, we will call them right now. And don't text me in Skype. I will block you. Anyone. There's no need for this stupid drama. This guy is live on air and this guy live on air. Well, I am live on air too. If they have the courage, give me your Skype, I will call you. Very simple. Doesn't matter who you are. They are a bunch of kids. All of them. They will go to David Wood because David Wood, he have a habit. He like to make the foolish ones famous. He helped them. You know, before David Wood, he debated with the, if we can call it a debate, it's a mockery, with Muhammad Hijab. Nobody knows this guy Hijab. The smart David Wood made him famous. Anyone debate David Wood, he will become famous and he will get 1 million subscribers. This is why the Muslims, they go to David Wood, because there's no debate will happen anyway. He helped the Muslims to get bigger. I did not find one debate he did, it can be considered as a debate. So if you are a Muslim, you like to be famous, I will make you famous, but as a fool. Go to David Wood, he will make you famous and you will not look like a fool. This is my advice to you. Any Abdul? And you see here, because I make it easy, anyone can call me, so I cannot even call it a debate. But what David Wood, he do, he make it official, he announce it. I mean, why you want to do that? They are a bunch of kids. Why you do that? A debate. Is it really a debate? Here they don't dare to call because I will make them famous, yes, but as a bunch of fools. They can't escape. Do we have any brave Abdul? No, I don't blame them. It's not obsession. You know, if there is a person, you call him and he will not really make any debate. It's the way he do it. You know, the Muslim can lie as much as he can, and then he don't really corner them. It's a free talking corner. You see, when you speak with a Muslim, when a Muslim he says something, you have to stop him and expose what he just said. You don't let him rambling for a half hour, and then you take the microphone and you do the same, rambling for an hour. He says something, stop, expose it. Those are not debates, especially, you see, when somebody he decide, even he want a topic, right? That because of his weakness. Nuha Madrid saying nobody knows you. So why you are here, Nuha? Nobody knows me. That's true. Nobody's. This is why people in Indonesia making articles about me. Nobody knows me. That's why every single Abdul of you make videos about me. Nobody knows about you. Name for one Abdul you know he did not make a video speaking against me. Just one. Nobody knows you. Do we have any Abdul? If nobody knows me and you have a million videos to attack me, so what if you know me then? There is pages in YouTube. There's nothing there except videos about me. Nobody knows you, okay? And I'm not going to marry you, okay? I do Muta only for fun, and you are no fun, okay? Okay, no, okay, whatever your name. Muta. Do you think if I do Muta, you Muslims will recognize me then? What do you think about Muta? Noah. So, wisdom, a lot of wisdom. A lot of wisdom. Do we have any Abdul? What is the religion of a Christian prince? Robert, you are a genius. I mean, the guy, his name is a Christian prince. So obviously, let me think. I think he's a Hindu. His name is a Christian prince. Huh. Yeah. He's a Hindu. Do we have any smart Abdul would like to call us? The princess. Okay, Ahmed. If you are not a son of Muta, and you are not the female princess, and you are a man, give me Skype, I will call right now. He will go, I will go there. Is that fair, guys? Give me Skype, because by calling them, I'm there. So if you are not a son of Muta, you are a man, go ask your kids, tell them why in the world you are scared to give him your Skype so he can call right from here, right now. Is that fair, people? This is my Skype. Why they don't want to give me their Skype? The one who don't want to give me his Skype is the coward. I will call, don't call me. So Ahmad, if you are not the son of Muta, give me their Skype, I will call immediately. Do you dare to give me their Skype? Now, not tomorrow. They have a link. I don't use link. Give me Skype. It doesn't matter. For me, I want a Skype. I use a Skype. Give me their Skype. They have a link. They have a link for Google. Give me their Skype. How many people there? 4 or 5? And how many go and listen to them? 120? Yeah. Your sheikhs don't dare even to say hello to me. Those kids, they don't even know how to say their prophet name correctly. And why you don't ask them to call me right now? They are live, I am live. Is that correct, guys? Why what this drama is about? If they are really brave, here we go. I have a 1,200 people here. How many people on your channel? 50, including your kids. Anyway, so we go back to the Black Stone, brother. Until now, we have zero Abdul to explain to us why they are claiming not to be pagan, yet they believe a black stone erased their sin. And then we find that there's no stone even exist. It's just little tiny rocks inside rocks. They have even open public. My friend, don't make a drama. Go and let them call me right now and stop being stupid. You are the one who is desperate for this debate, right? Then let them call me. They have nothing. There will be shish kebab in a second. Otherwise, they can call me right now. All of you, not only them, all of those kids. Even they don't count for me as Muslims. None of those who you are saying their names, they can even read the Quran. So stop your drama, be a man, and let them call me. Or let me call them. You don't know everything you said? Ah, this is why you do not need to call me? Ah, okay. All right, maybe we have a Muslim. Answer, please. Hello?
You're gonna hang up, motherfucker?
This is the one. So, you see, filthy like is a prophet. What the name of your prophet? Say again.
Yes, filthy like you, motherfucker. You calling us names?
So your prophet name is what?
As long as you be called
Son of Muta. True Muslim. True Muslim. Secondly, Abdul, when you want to insult the mother of somebody, start with your prophet, who his mother, she gave birth to him 4 years after his birth, after his father's death. Motherfucker. So here we go. After 3 hours, 4 hours, we got this idiot who have his wall full of shit. This is why he's upset, by the way, because we made him look like stupid, as usual. Last time he opened his camera for me by mistake, and I could not believe what is in the wall. I told him, open the camera again, open, man. His room is dirty, like, I don't know what to say. And here we go, he called and he say 30 words. I did not ask you for a prophet name. But thank you anyway, we know it. Do we have any brave Muslim would like to call us? You are calling us names. What I call you Abdul, the Quran call you Abdul. What names? Yeah. You want me to show you in the Quran? You're an idiot. You're a tomato. And calling you stupid, well, you just prove to me that you are stupid, because there is no one is defending his religion to prove that his God is good. He will say what you just said. There's no one. Those are words of somebody he is following Satan. Do you see what the Muslim they translate the word? Slave of the Abdullah? Abdul. They translate as a slave of Allah. You are Abdul. Do we have anyone? Any brave Abdul? Who is a brave Abdul? He dare to call us. Doesn't matter how big, how small you are. I am live on air almost for 3 hours. Not a single Abdul he dare to call me, because this guy isn't even Abdul. This guy, he don't believe in anything. He's just a mentally ill person. Anyone from those who kiss the black stone is willing to call us. Anyone? Who dare? You do not need to call me. I will call you. Just say hello to me in Skype. Anyone? They get upset for I say Muta. You know, your Quran says you do Muta and you are a son of Muta. The Quran says pay them their wages. The women you sleep with, who they are, your mothers. Is that my fabrication? It's in front of you. It is literally in front of you. Cowards. If you read to the Muhammad and what is written in their books, they will get upset. فَمَا اسْتَمْتَعْتُمْ بِهِ مِنْهُنَّ فَآتُوهُنَّ أُجُورَهُنَّ. Pay them their wages. For what? Enjoying it. Bihi, their vagina. You are son of Muta. Your father, he paid your mother for enjoying it. Read it. The Muslim translation, they try to fix it. They say this is a bride money, this is mahar. This is not mahar. This is ujur. Mahar is something different. To prove it, we go to the interpretation. Chapter 4, verse number 24. Muslims in their translation to try to hide, you know, the madness of Muhammad. How filthy he is. Here we go. Is that my interpretation? Is that my scholar? No. This is your scholar. Read carefully with me. And it's also that it means, so you should seek with your money marrying women for an agreed period of time between two bracket zawaj al-muta. Agreed period of time. Why in the translation they say something different? It says mahar. This is not mahar. Mahar is totally different thing. Do you see it? This is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. And the one who is explaining the Quran, he is the cousin of Muhammad himself. And this is the name Muhammad he chose. This is the only name actually he chose to explain the Quran. And the only one who called us is the one who did not clean his wall behind him for the last century. Just text me in Skype and I will call you. Any Abdul? What is the fear? What is the problem? Why this fear? I mean, what happened to the brave, the believers? What happened? Not a single one can tell us why you kissed the black stone. Is that a shameful thing? If it's not shameful, then call me and tell me why you kissed the black stone. Anyone? Skype is dead. Imran Fazil, he is a Muslim. Okay, Imran, can't you text me, my friend, in Skype? Why you don't text me in Skype? Instead of posting your Skype. Okay, here we go. I show you. So you are a sheikh. I see like you have a beard. All right. But I think this is the same guy, you know, in maybe Ultimate Fault. But anyway, let's see. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, my friend, you are welcome live on air.
All right, let me mute this YouTube so that we can have a better conversation.
All right, sound good.
Okay, actually, I'm calling you today for something I saw in your video from last week live.
All right.
And not about what you're talking right
But
now.
can we talk about this black stone first, and then we go there, if you don't mind?
I don't have expertise on this subject.
You don't have any what?
Expertise on this particular subject.
Why? Aren't you a Muslim?
Yes, I am a Muslim. I'm calling particularly
Did your
about
prophet kiss the
Al-Khidr.
black stone?
Again, I do not have expertise on this particular
Exactly.
subject.
I'm saying, so why you are not? So how come you are expert about a different story, but you are not expert in this story? What happened? You are growing your beard for no reason?
Listen, you asked me if any Abdul who is confident or who is brave to call, whether it is at whatever level of knowledge he
let
has.
us make it simple. Have you ever heard? I will go to your topic, the one you chose, no problem. But have you ever heard that Muslims and your prophet kissed the black stone?
I do not want to talk about that. Can
Why?
you respect that?
Just give me a few, 1 minute from your time, your prices, like just 1 minute. What do you think about this? Give me any answer. You think it's right? Why your prophet kissed the black stone?
Well, if I give you any information that's not appropriate, I will be held accountable
Well, you
for
are
that.
a
I do not
man.
want
You
to
are a
be held
growing
accountable.
man. You are a growing man.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So
yes. Listen,
I want you to give
here's
me
the
an
reason
answer of a growing man.
Here's the reason I want to talk to you about. Okay, the Quran says, "I invite you to the way with knowledge of certainty." I'm not very certain about the questions that you're raising this week, but I have done my homework for the subject of Al-Khidr, and I would like to address that.
Yeah, but
do you feel that it's fair for us to discuss on that?
No problem. But you just said to me there's a verse in the Quran saying you should not believe in something is not certainty.
No, I said I invite.
Yeah.
I invite you with the knowledge of certainty. So when I've come here inviting you and everyone who's watching.
So you have a knowledge of certainty. Okay, what is that? Go ahead.
With respect to Al-Khidr in last week video.
All right.
You said a few things that were quite offensive, but keeping the offensive side, there were a few things that were logical.
No problem. We are here. We give you freedom, my friend.
That's all right. Let me allow me, not interrupt me. Allow me to state what I want to state, and then we can discuss about the other things as well.
Okay.
So, with respect to what was logical, is that you did raise a few logical questions as to why does Quran, which says that you should not kill an innocent, allow Khidr to kill, and why didn't Moses, who should have done something about it, didn't do anything about it?
Okay.
This you pointed out as a clear contradiction in the Quran.
Okay.
And that you raised a few questions about why was the innocent child killed, and that Quran teaches killing innocent children.
I lost you. Yes?
You said that Quran teaches killing innocent children. That was your accusation against the Quran.
All right.
This is referring to Al-Kahf, chapter 18, verse 74, that you referred back then, and you even pointed out to the verse where Musa, peace be upon him, was questioning Al-Khidr.
All right.
About killing the child. So before we move into the context, this is your claim that Al-Khidr killed an innocent child, and that Quran allows you to, or teaches you to kill innocent children.
All right.
And Musa being a Muslim, Al-Khidr being a Muslim, and the child being a Muslim, and Musa didn't do anything about it. While he should have done something about it, being the prophet and everything. So I want to take, back then you even kind of dismissed a lot of things that I could have talked about. So I did a little bit of research. So here's what I would like you to know. And all those who are listening, this is in context, Surah Al-Kahf in Quran, chapter 18, verse 65 to 82. This is the entire context. What you picked was one verse, which was verse 74, just to show that Musa was questioning someone that he killed somebody.
Okay.
So looking at the context, let's first understand that this context is talking about Musa, who was being corrected by Musa alayhi salam, peace be upon him, being corrected for something he claimed. When he was giving a speech to his people, Bani Israel, they asked him a question, who is the most knowledgeable among the people? And he said, I am the most knowledgeable among the people. Reference, Jami at-Tirmidhi, hadith number 3149. You can look it up. If you want, you can do that now. You can do that later.
I know that by heart. Okay.
Great. And then Allah said to Prophet Moses that you should have attributed that knowledge to Allah. There are people who are more knowledgeable than you. So Al-Khidr was the person whom he pointed out to take the lesson. And when he wanted to find out how he can meet, he was given a detailed description. The description, which involves certain particular specific instructions that he should carry a fish, and when the fish disappears,
like what?
He should carry a fish in a basket, and where the fish will disappear at a point where the waters meet, you will find the person whom you want to talk to.
So when the fish will touch the fountain of youth or the fountain of life, the fish will come to life, right?
See, you are adding something to my context. Let me give you the context, and we can discuss about this thing as well, because we're talking about verse 65 to 82. That's a big context.
But you are the one who mentioned hadith, right? It's you who mentioned hadith. So we can share hadith at the same time, correct? So as long as you mention hadith, I can share hadith. So you said he gave him a sign that you carry with you a fish, but you did not tell us what will happen to the fish. Is the fish going to come to life?
The hadith specifies that where the fish disappears is where you will find the person that you're seeking.
Does the fish touch the fountain of life, water, and come back to life?
See, hadith, it means whatever the Prophet said.
I know what hadith is, my friend. Why you are trying to rephrase? I'm asking you.
You asked me a question, I'm answering.
The fish,
you should allow me the freedom to answer it
How
properly.
the fish will come back to life? Because this is how they will know the location, correct?
You are not allowing me to answer. When I'm trying to answer
conversation, consider yourself drinking coffee with me. We don't want to jump over things. We want people to have full understanding.
I'm sorry, what's your name? What's your name?
Christian.
Okay. Well, Christian.
Yeah.
You didn't. First of all, you didn't allow me to give the context. I was hoping that you would have
I
respect me
enough
enough
to give full context. I want you to give us full coverage of the story, so people will know.
Yes.
As long as we started from the beginning, etc. So I'm asking you, Allah, if you gave them the sign, my friend. I like to go over details. Does it hurt you? Does it hurt you? To be honest, be honest with me. Does it hurt you to give us more details? So Allah, He told them to carry a fish. Okay, what the fish will do? Tell us what the fish will do.
What you're doing is you're interrupting me,
I'm not. I want you to give us the whole story, not a part of the story. So
you haven't.
Allah, did you mention to me that Allah, He told them carry with you a fish? Did you mention that?
Yes.
Okay, what the fish will do? Go ahead.
Where the fish disappears, he will find
how
the
fish will
person
disappear.
How the fish will disappear is not something that is given to him as a sign. The sign that's given is where the fish will disappear.
I want to learn from you how the fish will disappear.
However, that is up to Allah. How He will make things work
is up to Him. So is it true that some of the fountain of youth or life, water, fall in the fish and then the fish come to life? Yes or no?
That is the saying of one of the Sahabi, one of the companions of the Prophet. The Prophet himself did not say that. But it is a part of the hadith. So I will not deny that.
So the companion, he said, but isn't the companion reporting what the Prophet said?
No, not that part.
Not that part. So where the companion learned their stories from?
The hadith. That's why I was going to give you the definition of the hadith. When we talk about the hadith, it is what traditionally what has been narrated in the hadith itself. The one that I'm quoting from Jami at-Tirmidhi 3149, where Ibn Abbas said that so and so, like Nauf al-Bakali claimed that Musa alayhi salam was not the Musa of Bani Israel when he went to meet Al-Khidr. But the part that you are specifically talking about, where the fish are will become alive is mention of Sufyan, one of the narrators, who said, but he's not quoting the Prophet. Sufyan is saying people claim that there is a spring of life at the rock.
People claim.
Yes, it's not the Prophet who said.
So you Muslim, you take what people claim, not what your Prophet.
So within this hadith, that particular part that you are pointing out is something that Sufyan has said, not the Prophet. The Prophet said that they traced back to the point where they lost the fish and they found the man. And when they found the man, he put a condition to learn the lesson, because he came to learn as a student a lesson, and the man whom he met placed a condition that you do not have the patience to learn of something that you do not know.
Okay.
So you should not ask me questions until I myself come and make it clear to you.
Well, you aren't making anything clear anyway, because still you did not tell me how they will miss the fish.
See, how they miss the fish is something that is ambiguous. I'm not talking about anything that is ambiguous. Again,
so we have ambiguous story. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That when I said Sufyan said it, it's not the Prophet who said it. Anything the Prophet said is something certain.
Is Sufyan making things up, you think?
No, I wouldn't. And see, again.
So then you have to agree with it. So you have to agree with it.
As a Sahaba, see, I can agree with that. I'm not saying necessarily agree or disagree. What I'm saying is what Prophet said is infallible. You talk about anything the Prophet said, I will agree with it unquestionably. Okay. So going back to what the Prophet said further is in this case that Al-Khidr.
By the way, just a question. Hold on, please. You said the word fish. Is the Quran saying the word fish?
The Quran is not saying the word fish.
So what the word?
It's. That's a good question. I haven't actually.
I will help you. It says the word whale. Hoot.
Okay, if you say so. I do not want to argue about it because I do not hold expertise in Arabic language.
So, but so those two men, they are carrying a whale.
Again, I do not hold the expertise in the language.
Okay,
so questioning me about the language is not the right.
Okay,
right thing for me.
Okay.
Right. So he said that it was a fish, and the fish came alive, as in like it disappeared, and the companion who was with Musa, he said a certain place it disappeared. They went and they found the person, and they set a condition. According to the condition, he was supposed to stay quiet about everything that he was going to witness. Anything that he witnessed, there were three things he witnessed. One was when he went there, on the boat, he was welcomed warmly by the person who was the boat rider. I don't know if what's the word for it. Okay. The boat rider welcomed him warmly, and after he took the service, instead of paying for the service, he kind of damaged the boat. So when he damaged the boat, that Musa alayhi salam questioned him. Why? Because he couldn't bear the patience of watching something wrong happening there. Okay, and then he said, reminded that this was a condition that you were supposed to maintain. He didn't, so he apologized, and they carried on with the journey. And as they carried on with the journey, at the second instance, the child, as they saw, was playing with other children, and Al-Khidr went out and he ripped off his head and killed the child.
Okay.
Musa, who was witnessing this, could not remain patient anymore. This was more evil than what he saw, so he questioned it again, as anyone would do. And that is why I also appreciate what you did when you were asking the question, because it's nothing less than what the Musa alayhi salam had questioned. It was a very genuine question. Why did you kill something that's innocent?
All right.
Unless it was for killing another soul. So the same question he asked, again, he reminded that this is the condition that you had to set, and he apologized again that I'm sorry this happened. They continued with the journey with another condition that next time I open my mouth and ask you a question, I will part ways. And the next time something similar happened, where he went and erected a wall towards people who were not being kind to him, to Al-Khidr. Right. And yet Musa couldn't be quiet. He questioned, and as he was questioning, he said, this is where we part, and he explained everything. So between that, I would like to mention, the whole point of that is Al-Khidr himself was a prophet who is not mentioned in the Quran by name.
Okay.
There are only 25 prophets who are mentioned in the Quran by name. Okay. Over 125 24,000 prophets, 24,000 prophets have been sent to all across the time, and Al-Khidr was one of them ideal examples. He said, a sparrow came and sat on the edge of the boat and dipped its beak unto sea. And Al-Khidr said to Moses, my knowledge and your knowledge and all the creation's knowledge compared to Allah's knowledge is not more than the water that is taken by the sparrow's beak. That was the main lesson that he had to learn. That the point of all of this was that not Musa didn't know everything that he claimed to know, and that everything that is happening, Allah knows more than what anyone could ever in their knowledge encompass. So the whole point of us questioning this, that we don't understand, is because of our lack of knowledge. Like, for example, if there is a natural calamity happening, you don't know why the natural calamities are happening. In many cases, it is taken as a punishment. In cases of, like, for example, Nuh alayhi salam, Prophet Noah, whose people were all killed by the flood. People who are questioning can question that, the whole community disappeared. Among them were children also, who were innocent, and yet they were killed. Right? But then it is what it is, because if they had grown up in that kind of community, they would have also grown up to be sinners. Not knowing what they would happen to them.
So why the child is killed until now? I did not get it. Why the child is killed?
Oh, yes. Okay. To answer, he made an explanation to all three of the reasons. First being that if the boat had been left as it is, it would have been taken by the kingdom, who were looking for the boats which were in top condition. As this was a defective one, the person who was riding it was saved because his entire living was on that boat alone. So that way he saved him. And the second, that the child who was killed was actually killed because Allah had revealed to Al-Khidr, who was a prophet in himself, that this child was growing into sinner, and therefore the punishment for him was death.
What?
He was a sinner.
Okay.
And therefore that was his destiny. He was decreed to be killed. And the third case was
he decreed to be a sinner too?
He was decreed to be a sinner, yes.
Okay, so Allah decreed him to be a sinner, and now Allah will kill him for he made him sinner.
Yes, so that's the question about decree.
That justice?
Yes, allow me to respond to that. The thing about decree, the Qadr, is that Allah has written everything in His book, in His Lawh Mahfuz, the slate, in His knowledge, everything that we are capable of doing. He is aware of what's going to happen before it happens.
No, this
in
is
that
not,
awareness.
Decree is not aware. Decree is about He decides for you what you will be.
No, that defines the free will, right? You have the free will of what you want to do.
No, you don't. In Islam, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Okay,
you choose to do what.
My friend,
yes.
here we don't make speeches. You know me, and as long you are the person who is quoting for me reference, right? So allow me to quote for your reference. And you said to me, you study this very well, correct?
Story of Al-Khidr, yes.
Yes. Okay. As long you study this very well, here we go. This is the hadith in front of your eyes, and this is after you study it very well, proving you that you do not know nothing about what you study. Read for me carefully.
Could you slow down, because I do not see your video on the YouTube. It's not live yet.
All right, it's going to come to you.
I'll be right back in about 10 seconds or so. Okay, hold on.
Remember, you said that it wasn't a decree for him to be a sinner. It was just the knowledge of Allah.
Say that again, please. I didn't.
You said to me, it was the decree. What it means that Allah, He have the knowledge of the future, but He did not decree for him to be a sinner.
No, I didn't say that He did not decree for him to be a sinner.
No, you said that.
I said that he was decreed to be a sinner. That's why it was a punishment for him.
You said that decreed to be a sinner. I asked, what does that mean? You said that means Allah is aware of the future, what He will do. I said, so Allah made him commit sin. You said no.
No, Allah did not make him commit sin. He doesn't. You said He dictates, as in He decides. Allah decides for him. I said there was a free will.
Okay, so read for me the hadith in front of you. Okay, fine. That's good. That's good. So there is a free will. Read for me the hadith. Is that a free will?
Okay, let me see what it says. I heard the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, this is narrated by Ubay bin Ka'b, who said that I heard the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, explaining the verse, as for the youth, his parents were people of faith. He was created infidel the day when he was created. Yes. So there's no contradiction here.
What do you mean?
He was created infidel.
Yeah, he was created to be infidel. He's not infidel yet. He's a child.
No, he was created infidel the way he was created, the day he was.
Exactly.
So this is going back to
destiny.
understanding.
It was destiny. It was destiny for him.
It was destiny, yes. So here's how.
But you just said there's a free will.
Yes, yes. That's why I'm. See, again, we're deviating from Al-Khidr story to decree. This is a different topic altogether. The way decree is looked at is Allah has created a few people for the hellfire, a few people have been created for the heaven. What that means is that he already knows who goes to where.
You see, you are fabricating things now. He created him to be infidel. He did not about, this is not about knowing. When he created him him as infidel, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So he wanted him to be infidel.
No, he didn't want him to be infidel.
So,
no.
The hadith
so there's a difference between. Yes, it doesn't say.
Okay, hold on. You see, isn't it your prophet? He says everyone is born as a Muslim.
Yes.
Okay, so everyone is born as a Muslim. All right.
Yes.
So everyone is born as a Muslim. Everyone is born as a Muslim. But the hadith in front of us here says this person is born as infidel.
No, it doesn't say born. It doesn't say born.
He was created as infidel when he created him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's why I keep telling you we're going back into the topic of Al-Khidr.
Okay, let me show you another hadith, because you see maybe you are confused with the translation. Read this one. And as long you are the one who like a Tirmidhi, this is a Tirmidhi. Read it.
As long as it's Sahih, I don't mind.
It is Sahih. But you can say weak, who care? We will laugh.
All right. While the screen pops up, give me a minute here. I'll be back.
What happened? I hope you will not hang up now and go dead.
No, I'm here, right here. With
okay, so does it say he was destined? Read for me. Go ahead.
Could you scroll down a little bit and show me the status if it shows Sahih?
You are holding your breast now. Is it Sahih? Is it Sahih? No, it's not Sahih. So what we will do now?
So don't mock me. You are very good at
look what happened to you. Look what happened to you now. Suddenly you want to look for Sahih and Da'if. You are scared. You are the one who mentioned Jami' al-Tirmidhi for me in the start. The first hadith you mentioned to me, it was Jami' al-Tirmidhi. Well, this is Jami' al-Tirmidhi.
It was a Sahih. The hadith that I referred is also a Sahih.
Well, now this hadith is not Sahih. What we will do?
No, if it is not Sahih, let us look at something that is Sahih. I told you, I want to talk about something that is certain.
Sahih, why a Muslim you write lies in your books?
Again, when you're talking about infallible book, Quran is the only book that is absolutely incorrigible.
But you are the one who mentioned the hadith, so why you mentioned to me a book is not intelligible?
You have a way of twisting everything. I told you at the beginning that
you see, you grow your beard, but you are still you have no beard. Here we go. The hadith is very sahih. Read it.
Show me the status. I don't mind reading
in front of your eyes. But I like the game of sahih and da'if. What a funny game.
I still don't see the status because your banner is hiding it.
You will see it now. You know, you turn to be positive. You have corona now. Well, this is what happened to you. You will have a fever. So the game was, I will deny it. I will say it's da'if. Show me the status, and I can hear your breathing going heavy. And now it's sahih. What we will do? So it was a destiny, and you said to me no, and you said to me I studied this very well. So you spend, I don't know for how long you are studying this case.
So let's just say that this is
you studied nothing.
I still don't see the status.
Destiny. It was destined.
Yes. Okay. Let us just say that this is sahih. Okay. The boy that Al-Khidr killed was destined to be a disbeliever the day he was created. It is the same hadith that you earlier mentioned in just a different wording. It did not change
It's destiny,
anything
my
about...
friend. I speak Arabic. I do not need translation. And this is your Islamic website.
Yes, yes, I agree with that. Again,
okay, so don't tell me this is different wording. It says
no, I'm talking about...
Do you know what tubi'a mean? You claim that you know Arabic. I heard you saying Arabic words.
Never.
Okay,
no,
so
no.
don't
I
say
said
Arabic
words
so
because
don't
I'm
say
familiar
Arabic
with
words
those
next time if you don't
particular
speak
words.
Arabic. It says here, tubi'a yawma tubi'a kafir. Tubi'a yawma tubi'a. The day Allah, when He created him, He destined for him. He printed him as kafir.
He destined him, yes.
He destiny, yeah, it was a destiny. So, but you deny the destiny. You said we have a free will.
There is a free will. That's, see, again.
Yeah, my friend, listen carefully. I don't like kids talk. I'm losing my patience with you. Listen to carefully.
Yes.
I asked
you have changed the subject.
The topic is
from
no.
Al-Khidr.
We're not to change it. It is you who call me. It is you who call me to prove to me that he was fair. Why? Because he is going to be bad. I asked you. Okay, why he would be bad? Why he would do sin? He says Allah. He knows the future. We believe in a free will. I said no. This is not true. You're a prophet. He have different opinion. The Quran confirmed that. This guy, when he was born, he was born destined to be infidel, destined to be a disbeliever. And this is your prophet words in Arabic, in English, doesn't matter. And this is your Islamic translation.
I have told you right from the beginning that I'm here only to talk about the topic that I came. I do not want to talk about
this is the topic. The topic is why he killed the child. So now the child is destined to be a disbeliever. So why I want to kill somebody? He have no sin. It was not his fault. What is my fault? Can I change my fate against Allah? If Allah he decide when I'm born to be infidel, and then Allah will kill me because he destined for me to be an infidel. How stupid is that?
See, even going by what you're saying, right?
It's
having died as
innocent. It's not me who's saying that. It's your prophet.
No. Yeah. Okay. The prophet said that he was destined to be a disbeliever. That's the reason that justifies Al-Khidr being able to kill him.
How that
because
can justify
he's a prophet.
If it's not his decision? How it justified if it is not his decision to be?
You didn't allow me to You didn't allow me to complete my session because I came with a response. You didn't allow me to respond. And then now you're coming back to the same question that I wanted to give. So why is it okay for Al-Khidr to be able to do that?
Why?
Is because he's a prophet and he was given the best evidence to him that could be given. Like in the case of Ibrahim alayhi salam, when he got a revelation, he needs to slay his child.
Hold on.
He did go there.
Who care about the evidence? What evidence? The kid, he did not commit sin yet. Secondly, if I decide for you to be a sinner, let me ask you.
If you didn't care about the evidence...
Based on this. If somebody in the future will do something bad, we should kill him. That's what it says.
No, if you say today that I'm getting revelations that someone in the future is going to commit a sin and I should punish him today, then you will need to be admitted into mental institute.
So what is the difference between Al-Khidr and Musa's now? This kid,
because they are prophets.
Like any kid. He's like any kid. So if Allah destiny for a kid, He is destiny for millions of kids to be like that. So why only this kid?
When you're questioning the prophets, you might want to be careful about it because being a Christian, you also have the prophets who fall under the same category.
We question David as an example. The Bible is even condemning David. We don't worship prophets. You Muslim worship him. I'm asking you. So if Allah destiny, okay, let me ask you then. Should we call Adam because he did commit sin before he grow?
Why? What kind of question is this?
Why not? Why not? If you are going to kill this kid, he is no different between him and Adam. Adam commits sin against God too. Will we kill Adam before Allah make him?
Okay. The Prophet ﷺ said Kullu bani Adam, all of mankind is in error except for those who have repented, who are the best of the people. Okay. So Adam alayhi salam did commit a sin, but Allah also knows that he would repent, and that makes him better than the angels.
Okay, hold on. Adam, he repent from what?
For the sin that he committed.
But isn't it destiny of Allah for Adam to commit sin?
And then also he destined for him his repentance, right?
Did Allah, look how stupid this religion is. Guys, Allah, he destined for Adam to commit sin, and Allah destined for Adam to repent. Repent from what? If Allah is the one who destined for me to commit sin, why I should repent?
So that's what makes Adam a better prophet than you, right?
What
On
do you mean better
average, what you're
prophet?
saying.
This is a stupid
Because he
religion, my
repented,
friend.
and on the
So
other
Allah,
hand,
he
you
forced Adam to commit sin,
again,
and now
we're
Allah is
drifting
asking
away
Adam
from
to
the topic.
repent. Listen,
Okay, we're drifting away from.
if you serve in the army, have you ever served in the army? In the army, if I am the commander and I give my soldier to order to shoot somebody, I will go to the court for what I order, not the soldier, because I am the one who give the command. In the army, they have rules. You have to obey your commands. You cannot say no. Doesn't matter what he says to you. So I am the commander. I order the soldiers to shoot. Who will go to court? Who is the real criminal? The commander. Allah, he ordered Adam to commit sin. What you are saying, we will shoot Adam.
Also, Allah gave, while He gave him the choice to commit sin, He also gave the choice to repent,
He
right?
did not give him
Adam
a
chose to
choice.
repent.
You are lying now. Where it says
so,
I give you a choice?
In the Quran? In the Quran, you want me to go ahead and find out where he has repented?
Oh, no, I want you to show me where he gave him the choice not to commit sin.
Every Adam has been made, and as well as the jinn kind, are created with a choice, with a free will. They have the choice.
You are lying. You have to give me the proof. Go ahead.
Listen, again, we're drifting away from the topic.
No, we
I
are
did not come here
no,
for
we
this.
are not. You are a liar, my friend.
No, I did not come here to talk about Adam.
Listen,
I did not come here to talk about the jinn. I did not come here to talk about.
Here we go. Your prophet is getting you busted. Adam and Moses, they have an argument about the sin. So Moses, he says to Adam, "Are you? It's because of you. Because of you, we are out of paradise." Adam, he says to him. Adam, he answered Moses, says to him, Do you blame me for a destiny made for me before Allah created me by 40 years? So we can't blame Adam for his sin. He have no free will. And you are the one who said you study this very well. So this is after the study?
I told you already, I only came here to talk about Al-Khidr.
This is
not
about
Adam.
destiny. Here we go, because this is about Al-Khidr.
Again,
so you're a prophet. So you're a prophet of destiny. Your God, he destined for the child.
You know Arabic enough to tell the difference between Khidr and Qadr.
Why you lie to me about
I did not come here to talk about
Why you lie to me saying Adam have a freedom to choose between sin or not to sin? Why you lie?
Again, I'm not going to talk about that because you're
have
twisting
to talk
me.
about it because this is about the destiny of the child.
No. So if we are not going to,
are you a Muslim? Are you a Muslim only in that there, or are you not a Muslim? Why you lied to me a second ago saying Adam? Did you say to me that Adam was given a choice to sin or not?
Kristen, I have defined my premises at the beginning that if I were to talk,
I want you to admit that you did lie when you said that Adam have a choice to sin or not.
No, I did not lie, and he had a choice.
Then read the hadith.
So
then read and admit that you are lying about what your prophet said then. Because the one who said the opposite is your prophet. Are you against your prophet now?
See, once again, I'm not here
once
to talk
again,
about Adam.
Why you don't want to answer?
I did not come here to talk about these things. I told you
it's you who mentioned it a second ago. It's too late to say, I'm not going to talk about it. It's you who mentioned to me that Allah, he gave Adam the choice to commit sin or not. And to repent. So I'm asking you why you are lying to me when your prophet says the opposite, the hate in front of you.
I am not going to talk about any other topic other than Al-Khidr because I did not.
Then you are literally Abdul. Why you don't want to talk about? Why you don't admit that you lied?
I am an Abdullah. When I challenged you, I came saying that I am Abdullah, and I want to talk about Al-Khidr.
Or you say I was wrong. I apologize, and then we will continue.
No, neither, because you have a way of twisting everything that
I'm not
you want to
twisting. I'm showing you the reference in front of you. Did you say to me?
Because we're no longer on this topic that I came.
Is it you who said to me that Adam have the choice to sin or not? Is it you who said Adam he has the choice to sin or not? Did you say that to me?
I'm going to conclude this real quick because you're not allowing me to talk about the topic that I came here.
So apologize for being ignorant. Or apologize for being a liar. Which one is you?
No, I am an ignorant. Okay, I'm not an alim.
So
I'm not a scholar.
Did Adam have the choice to sin or not?
I did not come to talk about Adam.
Did Adam have the choice? You did already. When you said to me, Adam have the choice to sin. Either you say
we're going over the same thing, same cycles over
because you are
and over.
refusing to answer. You are in the corner. So if Adam himself, the first man, he have no choice to sin or not. This is the same for the rest of us.
See, I will be closing this call now because we're no longer on
No
the topic
problem.
that we
Take
have.
care. We made you famous, but as a fool. This is you after you study. This is after the study. Are you sure? This guy, he spent a week or two. He saw my video. He could not resist. He is going to refute me. And after the study, he grew his beard. I bet you your beard started growing because you thought about calling me. But obviously, the beard is not functioning. It's not helping. You're a prophet. He said things totally against what you said. So the child was destined to be killed. And he was destined to be a sinner. And simply, the story here is more stupid than the one who is saying it. Because if the guy will be killed before he commits sin, how he destined to be a sinner? Guys, do you understand? If the child was destined to be killed before he commits sin, so how he destined to be a sinner? I mean, stupidity is amazing. The guy, he got killed already, so he can't commit sin no more. So if he is destined to be a sinner, well, that means he should live. Right? This is a donkey talk. If the child was destined to be a sinner, then the destiny did not happen. Because he's still a child, he's innocent. Mental illness. Islam is made by a mental illness. And this is a proof that Allah is a fraud. Allah, he destined for the child to be a kafir. But the guy is dead. He cannot be destined for anything now. This is why their sheikhs don't dare to call me. They have a brain of a mule. Use your brain. And if you have one. If you ever have one. You are destined to be a thief, but he's a kid now. We killed him. We did not steal yet. So where is the destiny? And where is justice? So the kid now is a kid. We killed the kid when he is a kid, before even he commits his sin. Let him at least commit his sin. Allah, he opened a laboratory to teach Adam a lesson. He decided to sacrifice little children. What a stupid religion. Anyway, I think we have enough for today. Did you have a good time, guys? I hope you learned. And this is how you debate the Muhammadan. You see, the Muhammadan, they play games. You have to be firm. If this guy, he called different Christian without saying who, he will go nowhere. This guy, he will keep rambling forever. You have to put them in the spot. Stop him. Make things clear. Get them busted. Muslims don't debate. Actually, this guy is way more honest than the rest. But still, he insists to lie. And when he is in the corner, he don't want to talk about it. Adam, he was given the choice to sin or not. Free will. Muslims don't believe in free will. Even when you commit adultery, you don't have a free will. You don't. And the game of weak and sahih and etc., it's a game. Is it, you know, I can hear his breathing heavy, his worry. So now his hope is, it is da'if. It's not da'if. What we will do now? Can I see the status of status? Can I see the status? I told him this is da'if. He got happy. Yeah, see, I wouldn't accept. You know, we have finally like, oof, it is da'if. Ah, I'm so happy now. And then like what? Christian Prince, he put it in front of me on the screen. It is not da'if. Like, oh, what? The game. There's no dignity. There's no honesty. Allah, He destined for the person to be a kafir. What a stupid religion. What a stupid cult. Anyway, don't forget to download the video. As you said, I'm going to clean my channel from videos. We do cleaning from time to time, too much garbage. And it's garbage because we are talking about Muhammad, sorry. So we have to clean it from time to time for health, for the community health. But always you can get my videos from, you know, people who download my videos, and you can don't depend on them. If you like to download the video yourself, you can save it in your, you know, make a private YouTube if you want. If you don't want to publish it for yourself, to make like an archive, you can put all the videos there, make it private, and YouTube give you like endless memory. So I want to say, guys, thank you very much. Thank God the microphone today is working. Look like the sound fixing I did, maybe it's work. We hope so. We did not lose any. We did not have any noise, right, today? I'm glad I did not buy a microphone because I was going almost to buy one, because each time we go, they are expensive. Will you put them in Patreon? The link is already in Patreon, my friend. But if you want, don't ask me for the videos I make. I don't keep my videos. I keep saying that. Why you don't download it? Why people are lazy? Download them, save them in Gmail, Drive, whatever. It's for free. Post them back in YouTube. Do anything. So people are lazy. They want me to cook for them. They want me to wash the dishes. They want me to wipe the floor. They don't even want to do anything. I am a warrior. What are you? If you are a warrior, do what a warrior do. I mean, if you cannot download a video, you cannot make a comment, you cannot give a like, what are you for? Maybe you need to eat a nagla seed. Nagla seed will solve the problem. So, glory to the Lord. He is always victorious, not us. We don't want victory for us. The victory for the Lord, and we pray for this Indian poor guy who grew his beard to be saved and to see the truth, and the truth will set him free. We don't hate you, my friend. I get angry from stupidity. I'm not angry from you. I don't know you, and we will never hate you. I feel sorry for you. If God, He destiny for us to do sin, including Adam, so what is my fault? What is justice? My Lord, the Messiah, He says, not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do His will. So, there's a will you do, and there's the will of the Father. Choose one. My will, as a human, I get tempted. I want to do sin. I want to worship certain things, money, wealth, right? Like some people worship their iPhone. I know somebody worship his iPhone. Like, keep talking about it. I tell him that stop. Like, come on, you know, what's wrong with you? So people have many idols, but either you choose your own idol or you choose the true God. You have a free will. And the Messiah is the only one who can save you. And the Lord, He said, from their fruits you shall know them. If this is the fruit of Allah, Allah is a scam. This is Shaitan. Shaitan is the one who make us commit sin. And then the Shaitan, he make me commit sin. And then he want me to repent to him. And he is the one who make me commit sin. This is unfair game. This is unethical. So imagine you are, let us say you have a son, and then you make your son do something wrong, you force him, and then you want to spank him for you force him doing it. What is justice? This is not from God, my friend. God is about justice. And that is Jesus. His name is holy. His act is holy. The Messiah is the walking, talking, living word of God. The Bible is not a book. The Bible is the Messiah himself. He is the living, walking, talking word of God. When he talk holy. When he do, he act holy. And when he live holy. And even when he died holy. He resurrected holy. And where he is now, he is in the holy heaven with the Holy Father. For holy, go back to the holiness. And dust, go back to dust. So every human being is a sinner, we agree. The Bible confirmed that. Muhammad is copying the Bible. But Jesus is not. For he is holy like his Father. We believe in one God. No two, no three, no four. God the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, one God. Holy, from holiness and always holiness around. And I don't know if you can hear, my stomach is screaming. Too much talk and there's no food. Time to go. I want to say thank you for those who support us. I want to say thank you for the person who made a donation to buy a microphone. Look, I will not need it. So if you want to cancel your donation, my friend, feel free. I want to say thank you. May the Lord bless you all. Be victorious. And victory is to Jesus, not to us. For if he is victorious, we are victorious. He is our Savior. Islam is based in one thing, to make you a disbeliever, so you can lose your way to heaven. This is what makes the devil happy. And this is why we see the Quran is trying to tempt us with women with big boobs. What kind of God he says such a thing? If you believe in me, I will make you have women with big boobs. He don't even mention the word women. Big boobs. What a savage. What a trash. What kind of God? Imagine somebody come to your door and he says to you, believe in me, I will give you women with big, huge boobs. Booby God, the booby. I'm the booby God, Allah. You want big boobies? Okay, what if a guy, he likes small boobs? I mean, are we going to have a cow or a woman? This is God talking. And then the same God, he described to us that this women who have boobs, what is inside their vagina? What is inside the brother? iPhone 13. What is exactly? Why you are describing what is inside the vagina? Is that the Holy God? Yes, brother. Holy God, he talk about the vagina. And how this vagina is never been used. Brand new, brother. Don't you want to have a brand new? Yeah, I like a brand new. Do you like to use a used phone? No, brother. So do you like a brand new vagina to be one of your women? A lot of women with a brand new vagina. And there is wax there. Nobody opened it yet, brother. Allah describe it with details. Who can beat that? Must be from God. God sitting in his office. Okay, now today I'm going to write a verse to tell them about the vagina. Okay, so today I want to tell you something I prepare for you. If you believe in me and pray 5 times a day, bend over, put your up for me. Like not here, not now. I'm just telling you, okay? Don't keep your butt down now, okay? If you believe in me, pray 5 times a day, brother, I'm going to give you nice vagina. And I will describe for you the vagina. And then the Prophet, he continued the description. He says, each time you F it, Allah, he fix it. Look at the cheating. It's been used. Allah will make it brand new again. This is religion. This is really religion. What's wrong with people? And look, this God, he promised me, I will be reclining. Like, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to be reclining. All my life I want to be reclining. Who can resist this? You will be reclining in couches. Look like this God, he never saw a couch before. Yes, in the time of Muhammad, those Arab people don't know couches. The Persian, they have the Romans, so the Arab, they are dreaming. So he's promising them couches. And you will be wearing a green clothes made in Persia. And he promised you fruit. Don't you want fruit? But come on, you have women with big boobs and her vagina around you and there's no fruits. Like, hello? The buffet is complete, brother, complete. Vagina, big boobs, fruits. And then what? And then what? And then the wine. Wine? Yes, brother, but this wine, brother, will not make you drunk. Like, what the heck? So what the point? Anyway, and look, what is the fruit, brother? Do you want to see the fruit? There is a palm date, and there is what? Pomegranates. What the heck is that? I don't know how to read it in English. I know how to read it in Arabic. Allah will give us this. Wow, brother. I'm really shocked. We will have this in the heaven, oh, brother. This is from the fruit of paradise? Yes, brother, because in Mecca they don't have it. There's no coconut. There's no coconut, sorry, because Muhammad never heard of it. What a stupid religion. I love the Chinese when they said he left as a donkey, never come back as a horse. And they know what they are talking about too. So I want to say thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you. Download the videos as fast as you can before we take them down. Don't forget to make your comment and give it a like. And if you don't like it, give it a dislike. So Allah can bless you. Because if you don't, Allah will not bless you. Talking to Muslims. If you give my video dislike, Allah will give you women with big boobs. Brother, it's easy. Dislike mean boobs. Dislike mean nice vagina. Dislike mean fruits. Give it dislike, Muslims. Christians, give me like if you like it. I cannot promise you fruit, neither vaginas, neither boobs. For our Lord is holy, and he is not the devil. Thank you. God bless you, and see you soon again. Take care.
But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
The Quran is mentioned, if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
That we believe without understanding.
The brother asked a very important question, that most of the scholars say that listening to music, watching movies, and most of the television programs, they're haram. So how can we have fun? Let me tell you, brother, at the outset, that having fun is permitted in Islam as long as the fun is halal fun.
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
The Prophet tells us because Satan or the devil sleeps over our nostrils. Those who oversleep and not pray Fajr on time, Satan urinates in their ears.
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him,